Morning, boys. Morning. Morning, boys. It's got a pound actually. Morning, boys. Morning. Let's let everyone get in here. Morning, boys. Morning, Troy. Morning, Shad. Vision. Slater. KR. McFever. Steve. Action. Phil. KR. What you saying? Statch. What you saying? Full star. Morning, boys. Yo, what an early stream. Didn't expect that. Come on, brother. I said, man, we're going to be doing these lives at, starting these lives at 8, man. Starting these lives at 8. We're going to be starting these live streams at 8, boys. Welcome everyone to the stream, people. Here he is. Come on, bro. What we looking at today, champ? I'm looking at longs personally, bro. I'm looking at DTO longs. Morning, TikTok. What we saying? We saying morning, Simon. Bullish or bears? I'm bullish personally, bro. Henrix. I'm bullish, brother. Morning, Gorilla. Morning, Deep Focus. Morning, Full Stop. Morning, morning, Lou. That candle reacted the initial gap from the March the 2nd. Right, this gap here, yeah. I mean, I personally see this market as just bullish. So I'm only looking for buyers today, to be honest, chat. I'm looking at buyers once we come down to the DTO. It's kind of hard to catch because we obviously did have that big fucking huge extension. Again, continuing mainly, the main move actually came in the PM session, which is really weird, but obviously it's fundamentally led again. So we had that 70 pip pump, which shook us above all real price action from yesterday and previous days. So you can see we're easily trading above all of this now. And we've sort of find ourselves in a new range up here. So yeah, I think we're seeing nice bullish price action. Broke this high, taps into the order block, and then had the distribution higher. So I'm looking for price to return back to the daily true open. And then I'm looking for it to go higher. So the position I'm going to be looking for is going to be something like this. And yeah, this is basically what I'm going to be looking for. Similarly on GU as well. I'm basically looking at the same thing on GU. But yeah, chat, let me know what you guys are looking for. Let me know what you guys are looking for. And I'm looking for this fair value gap realistically to be filled and then get the entry. Only really seeing buyers, to be honest, chat. Let me know if anyone's looking at sells in this market and we'll have a look. Or any pairs. Let me know if anyone's trading gold or whatnot. We move, brother. Yeah, man. GJ. I'm in buyers early. Nice, bro. Nice. You not think DXY can react off the daily FVG? I wouldn't really be planning on that to happen, bro. We could react off that. But I would assume that we're going to sell off first. We still got a bit more of it to actually fill. So I wouldn't really count on that happening. I'd rather just go with the lower time frame. I'm in buys already. GJ. Yeah, I'll look at JPYs as well. I think that's much better. I like it. Nice, man. Morning one ball, morning universal. UJ got some clean sells. Bro, please add an S when you say my name. 4 stars for a woman. Oh, 4 stars. 4 stars, what you saying, bro? Still weak on the Euro today. Not really, bro. Not really. Not really, bro. Sort of seen that Euro bearishness disappear. Looking at GJ. Morning, my friend. Morning, Zed. Morning, Calvin. What you saying, brother? I'm long on UJ. Right, yeah, a lot of people telling me about UJ, looking at buys from GJ. So let's look at our JPYs quickly. Let's look at our JPY. So obviously overall trend is bearish, so we want to be looking for sells on the JPY. By the way, Chad, this is just the yen on its own. So essentially whatever this is doing, we want to do the opposite on our yen pairs. So if we want to look for sells on this, that means we want to look for buys on UJ, EJ, GJ, and those type of pairs. So have come into this breaker block here, and it looks like we are selling off from it towards this external low. So when we go down on the lower time frame, my target would be this external low here, and I'll be looking for this move. Bro, why have they done that again? Taking me off the FYP already. Wow, my TikTok really doesn't get a break. Look, you know you can add financial dues to your Discord, so all news events will come through as a feed. That's sick, bro. That's sick. But yeah, so JPYs, I'm looking at sells. FYP, that's the For You page, bro. So therefore, I'm looking for buys on my JPY pairs. Wouldn't really be looking to go with UJ. Main reason I wouldn't want to go with UJ is the dollar is weak as well as the yen, so they're both weak, so it doesn't really make sense going for this one. We really want to be going for the Euro JPY or GBP JPY. See, that buy yesterday didn't quite tap in. I'm going to have to go on the lower time frame here because there's nothing really on the higher that we're actually reacting off of. We're just in this distribution phase. We've got this order block here. GJ retracement into 1 hour FVG, then buys. Let's get some more man in this YouTube, boys. Everyone drop a like on the YouTube stream right now. Everyone drop a like on the YouTube right now. So yeah, I'll be looking for a similar thing really on this. I'll be looking for buyers from the DTO on Euro JPY. And GBP JPY. Jesus. And GBP JPY. Got this heavy uptrend, so we're just trying to take advantage of that. We've already seen the London session extend. We traded down into this order block and then started to push up. So I'll be looking to re-enter near the DTO with a TP on the high and a stop. So yeah, boys, that's what I'm really looking for. Boys, everyone like the stream? We've only got 70 man in this YouTube. I don't know if the views are bugging out, because surely we don't have 70 man. Surely there's more than that. Everyone drop a like on the stream, boys. Everyone drop a like on the stream. Double tap the screen. Morning, Brian. Morning, J Shep. What's a breaker block? It's kind of like an order block, just the opposite, basically. What are you saying, Jeff? Tell you what, boys, if you do, Shad, if you do want to know what a breaker block is, and you want me to fully explain it, I'm going to drop a link in the chat right now for you to book a call with me. So if you do want to book a call, we can sit down for 20 minutes. I can just explain to you on the phone what it is. Be a lot easier for you to understand if we just sat down and talked about it quickly. Let me just drop the link in the chat right now. Anyone, if you do want to book a call, boys, it's right there. It says 94 for me. Yeah, it might be bugged out then, bro. I'm sure there's more people in here. People not approved. Sick. How long am I restricted for? 5 minutes. How was the key level that you marked previously a breaker block? Wait, what do you mean, bro? What key level, bro? How do we get your indicator? Just join the Discord, bro, and someone will send it over to you, brother. It's a custom indicator, so it's not available in the store, but someone will send it over to you. Would it not be too optimal to take EU sales? Now, Bryce, while we're in this strong uptrend, we just want to sort of continue along with this trend. Rather than fighting the trend, it's going to be really difficult. We've got way more chance, in my opinion, if we just continue with buys. Would be nice to get sales. I do know what you mean. We are at quite a premium point in price right now to come down. But the uptrend's just too strong, in my opinion. I think we will continue higher. We did rally about 100 odd pips yesterday, purely to the upside. Yeah, 102 pips. So obviously a very bullish day, so I'm just looking for that to continue, to be honest, bro. No worries, Jay. On the yen. How was the key level that you marked previously a breaker block? Now this isn't a breaker block, bro. This is just an IFVG. So essentially we've got a trade through of this fair value gap. We want the price to come up, retest it, and then come lower. So that's the POI for the yen basket. The breaker block would be this actual candle here. So the last candle that we bought up from. So you can see it didn't really react off the breaker block, to be honest. But then this on the lower time frame, if you go on the current range from here to here, you can see we did just about get a tap of the 50%. Just about get a tap in that premium 50%. So really, yeah, I just want price to come up a little bit. Fill this fair value gap a little bit more, and then I think we're ready to start selling the yen basket again, and therefore start buying other pairs. Yeah, I wouldn't be looking to buy UJ. Lying on the couch on my balcony, enjoying the early stream in the sun. Lovely, bro. Sounds like a fucking vibe, man. Sounds like a vibe. Let's make some money this stream, boys. I'm already 1% down for the week, so I do need to make that back ASAP. So we are going to get that back, boys. We are going to get that back in today's stream. Everyone double tap the stream, boys. We've only got 85 man in here, apparently. We should have way more, I'm not going to lie. We should have like 160. I don't know if the number's just bugging out. But let's get this live popping off, boys. Let's get this live popping off. YouTube channel's popping off as well. Posted a vid on the meme channel of Discord. Hey, that's a vibe. Oh, you got it on the TV? Yeah, that is cold. It's going to be like Inception now you're watching the stream. Yeah, hopefully we can get a bit of a pullback and price don't just keep distributing loot. Anything to keep me busy throughout the days I feel like I have way too much time. You can always be reading up on fundamentals, understanding how the market actually works. There's always shit to learn, bro, I'll be real. Always shit to learn. Unless you're a fully profitable trader and it's just about consistency. There's always shit to be learning. So yeah, I would say either find some stuff that you can learn on that you're not too good at. Potentially like fundamentals a lot of people don't know that you can spend time learning. Or if you don't want to do that, then you can just spend some more time doing like a maybe a separate side hustle or something to earn you a bit of dough for actual trading. Forward test, yeah, exactly. Put this phone on charge quickly. But yeah, chat. Hey, what's good? Hope you have a good morning. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, X-Ed. Did you set limits? Not yet, bro. We just want to wait for it to come down a little bit first before we actually set these limits. Let me turn off this so the chart starts bugging out. But yeah, this is essentially what I'm looking for. So we do want price to retrace up. EJ and GJ do look very, very nice as well. They look very nice. Got this hourly order block here that I'll mainly be looking to buy off of. See, it was the last down candle before we really shot up, so that's where I'm going to be looking to buy from. I don't think we're actually a million miles away on GJ either. Only about 20 pips off, which isn't loads and loads. But yeah, that's what I'm mainly waiting for, boys. That's what I'm mainly waiting for. Hey, yo, Lou, what you saying, Nicola? What you saying, brother? Looking for a quick 1 to 2 to GJ sell. I'm more looking at GJ buys, bro. I think the yen basket's fairly bearish. DXY in a weekly FEG and retrace to 50%. Yeah, I would more be looking again for the DXY to just continue down rather than looking at reversing. I do understand that we do have previous structure here, which maybe acts as support to push price higher. But realistically, what you got to remember is that this price action here is really completely fundamentally led. That's the reason why we started crashing. It's obviously a lot of the stuff to do with the war. So this right here, when was this? This was March 2nd. So this is really the start, literally, of the war news. So I do think that this is just going to not really take much of this into regard, and it's just going to continue in the trend we're at. I don't think any of these old POIs are going to come through that much, and I'll just be looking for continuations. Especially considering this is like a month and a half old level. So I wouldn't really look at it too much in terms of day trading. Bear in mind we're catching like 20, 30 pips at a time, so it's not really that important to us. Seeing a bit of rejection here, so hopefully we can continue up, boys. I mean, sorry, continue down a little bit to tap us in. Seeing price kind of rejecting these highs. Best way to get more economical knowledge. You could either just buy books on it, bro, or watch Bloomberg. What I would say is be watching Bloomberg, and the easiest way to learn economics is literally just to buy the GCSE economics books. There's for GCSE economics. There's 4 books. Just buy them 4, and yeah, read through those. Been on vacation looking town. I actually ain't been on vacation in a while, to be fair, bro. I actually haven't been in a while. Euro USD long, go enter. I'm not looking for a buy just now. I do like the look of buys, but just not right now. Everyone double tap the screen so we can get put on the FYP again, boys. We got taken off for a minute, but let's get put back on there. We are in a weekly FVG on DXY. Yeah, I'm not really considering that, bro. Also, the hourly order block on EJ and GJ is the DTO open candle. Yeah, nice. You can see bang in line with that DTO. So that's a perfect entry point for us, really. Bang in line with that DTO. GJ's actually decently close to it as well. Nice. Well, let me draw the DTO on. Yeah, that's perfect, really. That's the DTO right there. Let me label it. It's literally the exact candle as well. That is beautiful, boys. GU and EU pretty much similar as well. DTO is near enough on our entry there. Again, that's the DTO. Right there, lines up perfectly with our fair value gap. And then the same on EU. You've got the DTO at 5 AM. Which is bang in line with where we're looking to get him. Just getting price line up pretty nicely, boys. Liverpool or PSG, PSG. You waiting for entry? Yeah, bro. We're just waiting for us to come down a little bit. Bearing in mind, it's still early days. Still early days in the session. It's looking right now that GJ is going to give us the most likely entry. What's this line here? Yeah, it does look like GJ is the most likely to actually give us an entry, boys. $18 pips away. So GJ's 18 pips away. Let's just see how far away we are and everything. GJ's 18 pips away. EJ is 22 pips away. EU is 22 pips away. And GU is 19 pips away. So they're all basically in the similar sort of vicinity to each other. So main one is GJ. DXY tap daily FVG. A lot of people keep on spamming that DXY tap the daily FVG. I don't really care about that much, boys. A lot of people have been spamming that in my chat. At least 10 people so far have said about the daily FVG. I wouldn't really consider that anything too important, boys. We're just absolutely dumping into it. We may get a bit of support towards the bottom, but I do think we're definitely still bearish for now. I think GU could give the best entry, but who knows? Yeah, we mainly just got to wait and see which one taps in. Normally what it's going to be is EG itself. So EG, for example, if we have another little pump from here, as you can see, we had a decent pump on EG early in the morning. If we have another pump like this, then that obviously means that the euro is going to get very strong and the pound is going to get very weak. So if we do have this pump, then that's going to mean that the pound pairs are able to tap in, because they are going to have a very bearish spike before returning. But yeah, everyone drop a like on the stream, boys. Everyone drop a like on the stream. Let's try and get 200 man in this YouTube stream, boys. All these streams are going to be at 8 AM now. have a look at gold. Right, gold was perfect, really. Gold was perfect yesterday, boys. Fucking hell. Right, I need to start trading gold more, boys. Holy shit. We've been absolutely cooking it. So, we got the, as we said, we got this 4-hour order block that I'm looking to buy off of on gold. But we had this liquidity first. We swept that liquidity yesterday. After we swept that liquidity and actually pushed us into this order block, then that's the point we wanted buyers. So yeah, nice. We wanted to really look for buyers to continue higher. You can see we did get those buyers come through. We then tapped into our lower time frame fair value gap. And then got those clear buys. If you look on the 4-hour as well, it was a nice 4-hour imbalance as well. So yeah, gold moving really just perfectly to how we want it to move. So I'll just continue to look for buyers really, boys, on gold. If you are looking to trade gold. Off that order block potentially. I would want lower time frame confirmation though once we do tap into it. Look for a secondary tap. To be fair, we've already kind of tapped into it. Hammer 2, go away, bro. Boys, let's get more man in here, boys. Let's make this live grow. Let's get this YouTube live growing, man. 100 man in here. We want to get 200 this stream, boys. Let's get 200 man in the live stream this stream. Want to get these numbers back up. Not gonna lie, boys. We dropped in numbers a little bit on the lives. That's why I'm coming early again. But this is the start of our new fucking run, basically. We're on a generational run. We're on the next generational run. We're going to be live at 8 AM every fucking day. We're going to be popping these lives off. Want to try hit 30k subs pretty soon on YouTube as well. So I'm going to be banging out some YouTube vids for that. Yeah, we got a vid out yesterday, if you man have seen that. So we're going to be having 3 vids out a week, 8 AM streams every day, and bare TikToks as well. So big up to everyone following right now. Want to try to pop these streams off though, man, like I've been saying. We want to be touching 300 man really in the next 2-3 weeks. It's easily done, I think. The lives have dropped a little bit in numbers. It used to never really be up below 100. Now sometimes it's on like 95. But the community's still strong, man. I still see the same heads in it every day. We're so locked in as a community, boys. Like, it's a no-brainer for people to want to join us. Best com in the game, boys. W's, everyone in the chat. Respect the grind, bro. Come on, Phil. Yeah, big up to everyone in the stream. Does DTO and ALG work on gold? Yeah, bro, it does. It does. Loving the lives, Lou. Big up, lads. Come on, bro. Appreciate you, brother. Got a buy limit on GJ. Yeah, GJ is currently the closest to actually tapping him. It is less than 20 pips at the moment. Yeah, 16 pips to tapping him. So I will be looking to hit this one. Got a buy limit on GJ. If it misses, I won't be trading today. Fair play, bro. Yeah, I think GJ is definitely the most likely so far to tap him. Hopefully, we can just have a little bit more of a retracement. Why is DXY falling when we had the blockade news? It's a very good point. It's a very good point. I mean, that was sort of my analysis yesterday. I did think that news would push us in the opposite direction, but clearly we're not really buying it. Again, Trump says a lot of shit. Will he actually do the blockade? Is a different story. Daily bias is bullish, bro. Are you bullish on EUGU? Yeah, bro. What are you saying for gold? I'm looking for buyers on gold, ideally, bro. Ideally, buyers on gold. EU's coming down pretty nicely. So if you go on EG, we can see it's kind of dumping right now, which means that Euro pairs are going to have a stronger retracement at the moment. So EU's kind of getting a bit closer now. Only 15 pips off now on EU, boys. If I missed any comments, boys, just spam them in the chat again. I'm not ignoring any comments, just spam them in again. Whoa, touching 300, man, that's kind of sus, Luke. To be fair, that does sound very sus, I'm not going to lie. How comes you're looking at these buyers? Because I've got a bullish, I'm bullish, bro. I'm looking for buyers off the DTO. MetaTrader 4 wouldn't let me take my profits this morning. Why not, bro? What was it saying? You trade RTT? Yeah, I do trade some RTT concepts, bro. That's DTO, bro. Daily True Open. New York Open in time. It's one of the most important, well, it is the most important level for the London session by far, is the DTO. How much you're joining mentorship? Bro, I'll be real. We've priced it at a ridiculously cheap price for you, man. Again, let me drop a link in, Simon, to book a call. Just booking a call with me, and I can sit and explain the service to you so you can see if it's going to be good for you. That's what I'd recommend doing, bro. But I just dropped a link in the chat now. Invalid parameters. You might not have had enough margin or something, bro. Is it a personal account or... But yeah, Brian, booking a call, man, so I can just explain to you on the phone everything involved to make sure that you're up for it, bro. Anyone else who actually wants to learn a little bit more as well in the chat, just click on that link and book a call, boys. I can explain any concepts you lot want. Bro, they keep on... I don't know what this new parameter that they have, but they keep on taking me off the FYP. Gold, please. I'll be looking at buyers on gold, bro. You do one-to-ones. Yeah, I do, bro. I do one-to-ones. If you are interested in that, bro, I'll tell you what, Hayden. I'll drop you a follow so you can DM me now. Just send me a DM, bro. Or just DM me on Discord or something. I can reply it right now. I've got my EU buy entry at 30-minute order block. Yeah, nice. A little bit higher than us. But basically here, yeah, nice. I mean, a lot of people are looking for buys. I have seen a few people in the chat looking for sells actually as well. Come on, boys. 136 man in here. We're grinding. I'm telling you, boys, we're going to be touching 300. Okay, touching 300 man does sound very suspect. I don't mean touching 300 man. I mean the live touching 300 man. Anyway, we've got 150 in here basically, boys. So we're halfway there for the com. To the best trading stream in the live. You're just joining, boys. We trade the London session every single day. We mainly trade the London session. We've got two main strategies for it. The ALG and the DTO. And that's mainly what we trade on live. We trade most pairs. Mainly focusing on EU, GU and then JPY pairs. Today, the pairs I'm looking to trade is EU, GU, GJ and EJ. And I'm looking for buyers on all four of those pairs. And I'm also, if anyone... Oh, shit. I hate when that happens. Also, I'm looking at gold as well, boys. If anyone is trading gold, I would be looking for gold buyers. And I'd look to have my stop loss really below this level here. About 4757, just below that. Entry along that order block. So I'll show you what the entry would kind of look like. On that order block, on the second tap, stop loss on the low, and then TP on high. So that's what we're looking at. These lives start early days, you change time. Yeah, bro, it's 8 AM now. 8 a.m. for the lives, boys. 8 a.m. to 12 o'clock these lives are going to be running for. So you get the whole London session played out, boys. Yeah, if you are new around here, I have been a full-time trader for about 4 years now. 3 or 4 years now. And I've been in the markets about 6 or 7 years. Since I was 17. So yeah, 6 years. Been trading full-time for about 3 or 4 years. And I only trade the London session. So I mainly come on live, teach people how to trade the London session, and my actual strategy for it. But yeah, if you have just joined, boys, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, people. What time is DTO, bro? DTO is 5 a.m, bro. If you want to, again, bro, there's a link to book a call just above where you put that comment. If you do want to learn a bit more about the DTO, just feel free to book a call, bro. And I can explain anything on call to you. 6, 7 years. I knew someone was going to say that. DX White also at yearly open, going to stay away. Yeah, I wouldn't really be considering stuff like that, to be fair, but fair enough. Yearly open's a little bit crazy. I mean, it is a premium and discount zone for sure, but I think EU's still our closest to getting tapped in right now. These are continuing down. You can see the pound is getting a little bit strong, so you can see now, really the euro are the closer pairs to actually tapping in. So the euro is probably about 15 pips away on this. Wow, bang on 15 pips, Jesus. Bang on 15 pips away on the Euro JPY. Probably about 20 pips on GJ. Oh yeah, 18 on GJ. Then EU's a little bit closer than GJ as well. This is probably about, what, 12 pips? Yeah, 12.5 pips. GU looks like it's coming down nicely as well. But it's just got a little bit more. When a key level gets mitigated, is it still valid? Yeah, bro. How much do I need to book a call, bro? Oh, no, it's free, bro. It's free to book a call. So I'm saying, man, we're just here to try and help out the community. If you're here watching me, boys, we're actually trying to build a good community. We're trying to actually become decently big streamers just off of trading. It's such a big actual base of people in trading. But there's not really been any streamers that properly have blown off of streaming. So we're trying to build an actual good community that traders can actually chill in on a day-to-day basis. And the only way you really do that is just by helping out the community. So yeah, man, if anyone does want to book a free call, again, man, I'm going to drop it in the chat right now. You can book a call. You can jump on with me for absolutely free. Ask me anything about my strategy. As I said, I've been a full-time trader now for about 3 or 4 years. So if there's anything you want to ask me that help me get there, feel free to book a call, boys. Again, it's absolutely free to book a call, and I'll be real, not many people are going to offer you this opportunity to actually jump on a call. Reason we do it, like I said, we're trying to build a fucking good commie. Trying to build a sick community. Hopefully taking these on all my accounts on JPY. Fair play, bro. Yeah, JPYs do definitely look banging. Bro, you got the best community for real. Trust me, bro. Big up everyone in the live, man. We got the best community in the game right now. Best community in the game. All of the reason we got the best community, boys, is us lot actually trade. A lot of people grift, and a lot of communities are just here for a bit of banter or whatever. Us lot actually trade. We like to have a laugh and shit, but all of us lot in this live, every fucking member of my com right now in this live, we're actually here to trade. We're here to actually make money off these charts, and that's the exact same position I was in as well. So that's why our com is so fucking locked in. How long did it take you to become profitable? About 2 years, bro. It's so hard to find people who trade London session. It's all New York traders and strats. Yeah, trust me. The main reason being, I think, is because a lot of people don't actually really trade, and a lot of people just trade futures because they've seen other YouTubers do it, so they assume it's the best way to trade, when it's just not at all. So people do the most bog standard thing, which is trade futures on the New York session, which is literally the most competitive time to trade. If you can trade EU, GU in the London session with a good strategy, That means you can get in and out before the New York traders are even in the market. It means it's way less competition for you. So the London session is definitely goated, in my opinion. Buys off the DTO for EU, yeah, bro. That's what I'm looking at, man. Why are we in buys if DXY touched a bullish FVG? Because that's on the daily time frame, bro. You got to think about it, bro. Let me put this into perspective for you. So let's mark out this daily fair value gap. But yesterday, we also touched a daily FVG. So does that mean you buy there? And then we went deeper in the Asia session. Does that mean we buy there? Does that mean we buy there? Does that mean we buy here? If you're just assuming that because we hit a higher time frame POI, we're going to reverse, then you're going to get cooked more times than you're actually going to win the trade. So what you want to do, in my opinion, is actually be trading down into the bottom of this POI. When we're at the bottom, then we'll reassess and potentially look for buys. But when you're talking about the higher time frame, think about it. It's a daily POI, and we're on the 15-minute. So we're just trusting that this trend's going to continue. And we want to continue to trade down until the fair value gap's actually been completed, and then we'll look for reversals. You can't just assume because we've touched it that we're then going to reverse. That's what a lot of people do. That's what I used to do when I first started trading. I'd mark out these high time frame POIs and just buy off them. But you're going to realise you really want to have something on the lower time frame that you can wait for to buy. So for example, if I was in your position and I was looking to buy, what I'll be doing is looking for ALG trade, which is essentially when the Asia session accumulates, moves sideways as it has. So this green box is the Asia session, by the way, where we accumulate, move sideways. Then look for the London session to sweep the low out, as we have done here. And then have an inversion of a fair value gap, and then look for buyers. So I would potentially wait for bullish confirmation now on my lower time frame, potentially a break of this high, and then I'd look to buy. Then I'd look to get in buyers. Right, because then that's an actual setup. It doesn't mean just because we're at a POI we're just buying, we're just buying, we're just buying. It means it gets in there, and then we have a strategy. The ALG strat, Asia low swept, market structure shift, and then buying up to the Asia high. There's an actual strategy in that. This is called the ALG, boys, by the way. This is one of my main strategies that I trade. But I'm not actually looking for that strat to play out today. So yeah, I've got two main entries, boys, for the London session. For those of you that want to know a bit more about how I trade, there's two ways that I mainly enter. We've got the ALG, which is a reversal strategy. And then the DTO strategy that will take advantage of it. Again, EJ's looking like the most likely to tap in right now. The DXY is kind of pushing away. EU's still there or thereabouts. But GU, you can see, is kind of pushing a little bit. Why would you not take the ALG on EU? Because you're bullish. Exactly, bro. Exactly. So, if I'm bullish, I'll look for two. If you find that you... Is it fuzzing? Nah, sweet. Oh, that's what that was. I knocked my mic. I thought I just knocked my tea over myself. That would have been a big L. But yeah, I'll show you why your win rate is probably quite shit. Now, the reason it's shit for most people is they're going looking at this chart and trying to work out if they're bullish or if they're bearish. So I have two strategies. Right, one of them would tell me to sell from here down to the Asia low. The other one would tell me to look for this leg to continue. So this is the DTO strat, where we look for it to continue. And this is the ALG strat, where we look for it to reverse. Okay. Now, a lot of people actually try and look at the lower time frame as a reason to... Oh my God, I need to stop fucking doing that. That's so annoying. So fucking annoying. So fucking annoying. So fucking annoying. Okay. Is they look for the lower time frame to actually confirm that. But you're never going to be able to know on the lower time frame, as I said, if we're selling or if we're buying. So what you need to do is have a higher time frame bias first, and then use your strategy to get in. So many people's strategy actually defines if you're in buys or sells. And let me know in the chat if that is you. if your strategy actually says I'm getting in buys or if I'm getting in sells. My strategy doesn't let me know if I'm getting in buys or sells. The higher time frame will dictate to me if I'm looking at buys or if I'm looking at sells. And then my strategy is just a way to capitalize on that. Alright, so I've got two main strategies, as I said. We've got the ALG strat and the DTO strat. So I'll show you the ALG strat is when we have the Asia session accumulate, not really doing too much. London session sweeps the high. Sweeps the high out and then sells down to the low. Vice versa, when we sweep the low out and then we buy up to the high. So these are our two different ALG strats. ALG buys and ALG sells. So you can see the Asia session forms, sweep out the high, sweep out the low and then buy up to the high. Or sweep out the high and buy to the low. Either way, we're going to be able to get the trade. And then also you've got the DTO strat, which I'll show you here. Which I'll show you right here. That's one of the DTO. That's the DTO sells, and then this is the DTO buys. Alright, so these are basically my two strategies, boys. And in the red, you can see the main key level that I actually use for it. Alright, so on the left, you see this is the ALG strat, where we have Asia session accumulates, just like we do here, boys. So just like this green box, this is the Asia session where we move sideways. We don't really do too much. So we move sideways like this, sweep the high, and then we look for sells to the low. Or sweep the low, and we look for buys to the high. Right, so essentially that looks like sweep the high, sells to the low. Right, or sweep the low, buys to the high. Right, one of the two. And the other strategy is to continue. So that's the reversal strat, ALG reversals. Then we have DTO continuations, which again, Asia session accumulates, doesn't really do much, moves sideways. But we then get a distribution away. And then we just look to re-enter on the DTO. Being the DTO, by the way, chat, again, if you want to learn more, book a call. But 5 AM time, so that's 5 AM opening time, distribute away, and we get in on the retest of that 5 AM open. So again, distribute away, and we get a retest of that 5 AM open, and then we buy like that. But the issue that most people make, chat, and I am getting there to the problem that most people do, is that they're looking at the lower time frame to basically decide whether to go for example, ALG sells, or whether they should go for DTO buys. Right, or basically which one of those they should enter off. I'm not looking on the lower time frame to see which one of these I should enter off. What I'm doing, I'm having a higher time frame bias, and then whatever way I get in is just one of these four. Right, so what I mean by that is, again, on the higher time frame, as I said, I'm bullish, so we're clearly in an uptrend, as you can see. So we're in a bullish trend. So therefore, I'm looking at buys. Now, what this means now is my actual strategy, now it comes into play. Now I've already established that we're looking at buys. Now I say, right, cool, whatever the market does, I'm either going to look for ALG buys or DTO buys. Right? I'm either going to look at ALG buys or DTO buys. I already know, and this is just the way I get in. So it's not like I'm looking at it and trying to depict what's going to happen. I'm just using these two as an actual way to get in. Whereas a lot of people are looking at it, trying to work out on the lower, oh, does this look like it's going to reverse? Does it look like it's going to go down to the Asia low? So should I look for ALG trades? Or does it look like it's going to continue higher? So should I look for price to continue here? Or should I look for it to sell off to the low? That's the issue most people have. They try to guess by the lower time frame which one of these is going to play out. You never know which one's going to play out by the lower time frame. It could be ALG buys, or it could be DTO sells. They're both going to look the same. They're both going to sweep the Asia low and then have a push higher. You can see, sweep the Asia low, have a push higher. But one of them is going to sell off, and the other one is just going to continue to the high. And the way you know that is by the higher time frame. Higher time frame tells you which one to do, and then these are just your actual ways to get in. But that's why I do a lot better than most other people, is most other people only use this just to see, is it bullish or is it bearish? I don't use this to define if I'm bullish or bearish. I've already defined it, and then I'll just apply whichever one is needed. So for example here, referring back to the current market, I'm looking at buyers, as I said, on the higher time frame. So I'm looking at two potential things happening when the London session opens. I'm either looking for price to sweep the Asia low, give me my confirmation, and then buy up to the Asia high. I'm either looking at that, or if the market doesn't want to sweep the Asia low, as you can see, it doesn't want to, then I'm looking for DTO buyers, which is when we pull back to the DTO and then get that continuation, as we said, which would obviously be this one here. When we distribute away, pull back, continue. Right, so either way I'm looking at buyers. But that's why a lot of people's win rate is so low. It's because they're relying on the lower time frame to actually decide, are they bullish or are they bearish. I already have it defined. I'm already bullish, and then my strategy is just the actual way that I take advantage of it. It's just a means to an end, basically. Chat, if I missed any of your comments, just spam them in again. I know I probably missed some comments there for explaining that, but just spam them in again, chat. If anyone does want to know more about my strategy, as I said, boys, I'm going to drop a link to book a call right now. As I said, I've traded this strategy for about 4 or 5 years now. And it has enabled me to leave my 9-to-5 job. I was working a 9-to-5 job for about 1.5 years after I left sixth form. And I was trading on the side. Managed to actually make more money from trading as I did than my 9-to-5 through this strategy. And then been trading full-time since. Been able to travel the world, do a lot of cool shit. But it's all through just trading these two simple strats. So if anyone does want to know more about it, as I said... there's a link in the chat right now to book a call. A lot of people are going to be trying to book, so make sure you book the best time for you. It's completely free to book a call, chat. I'm literally just trying to help out the community. So that's free learning. It's free 20 minutes, half hour of my time. And what about the pre-London trades that you take sometimes? I don't really ever get in the pre-London trades, bro. No worries. Done and only so. Asia liquidity grab, yeah. ALG, yeah. ALG is Asia liquidity grab. That's our reversal strategy. DTO continuation, that is our, obviously, continuation strategy. What was your 9-to-5 before? Was you a labourer? Nah, I was a quantity surveyor, bro. QS. So I was on site, but I was working on computer. So quantity surveyor is basically like they handle like the finance of a big building job, for example. If you want to build like a big mall, like a shopping mall. 180 man in the live right now, boys. Chat, if I missed a call, if I missed a text, just spam it in the chat again. I don't want to scroll up in the chat because then I'm going to get mad up backdated on comments. So if I've missed one of your comments, boys, just spam it in again. Just put it in again and I'll respond to it. You've actually explained the DTO and ALG pretty neatly. Appreciate you, bro. Yo, can I quickly call the helpline? Yeah, you can call the helpline if you keep it brief. Helpline will open soon. Do you still trade from 7 to 10? 7 to 11, bro. Morning trap, what you saying, bro? What DXY do you use? Mine is frozen at 9785. Well, I just realised so is mine. Right, chat. We're going to have to use the FX... No, that's one shit. We're going to have to use the TVC one. I actually didn't even notice that. Right, yeah, we're going to have to use the TVC one for now. We're going to have to use the TVC one. Because that one is froze. But you can see essentially what we're looking at. This is the 4 hour. we are clearly bearish. We're breaking lows. Breaking lows. So we're clearly looking at sells on the dollar. See, we kind of came into this opening gap, but not really. We didn't really fill it too well, but we did come into it. And then obviously ended up taking the low. So I'm just looking for that trend to continue, really. So we have been playing nicely off of these 4-hour fair value gaps, really, on the higher time frame. Tapping in, getting the sell, tapping in, getting the sell. So we're just looking at that leg to extend really a little bit longer. And then we go down onto the 15-minute. We're just looking for this right here to be tapped into. And then just continue down. And therefore, by the way, chat, again, not really too sure how much you guys know about the markets, but the DXY, this is called the dollar index. So this is essentially just a dollar on its own. So it's the dollar against every single currency combined, which gives you the actual accurate price of the dollar on its own. So for example, this is the dollar against the pound, the euro, the Japanese yen, the Aussie dollar, the New Zealand dollar, the Swiss franc, all the pairs essentially to give you the actual accurate price of the dollar at the time. So what we're looking at now is the dollar index. This is essentially the dollar on its own. So we're looking for this to be bearish, which would mean that every other dollar pair would actually be bullish. So if DXY is bearish, that means EU and GU, we want to get buyers. So what are you saying, US Tech? What are you saying, bro? Chat, if I missed any of your earlier comments, man, I know I missed a few comments. Just put them in the chat again. I'll answer all them. Hello, is that Advantage offer still available and how do we claim it? Yeah, it is, Road. What's your Discord, Road? Send me a message on Discord, bro, and I can sort you out with that ASAP. Thoughts on SMCM and MSNR? I've been using them more often and found they help me with confirmation where we're headed. We do trade some kind of SMC concepts. Not really heard of MSNR. I'm not really sure what that is. Let me know what it is and I'll let you know my thoughts on it. And what you saying, US Tech? Do you use Euro GBP to distinguish which pair you want to trade against the DXY? 100%, bro. 100%. Really important that we're cross-referencing all of our different pairs, boys. I was going to call to talk for ALG on AU. It's been clean today. Did you get into it, bro, or not? Also had a really nice 4-hour sweep. Nice. Yeah, chat. As I said, if I missed any comments, boys, just put them in the chat right away. Again. But welcome to the stream, boys. If you're new around here, welcome to the stream. What pair? This is Euro USD, bro. Malaysian support and resistance. MSNR. Surely not. Surely that's not what it actually means. GU possible setup. Yeah, I'm looking at buyers on GU, bro. Everyone drop a like on the stream, boys. Get 100 likes on this stream. Let's get 100 likes on this stream, boys. Let's get 200 man in here. We maxed out at 180. Let's get 200 man in. Is that actually what it means, Malaysian sporting? Everyone's saying it actually is. Is it actually what it is? That's a bit weird, isn't it? Right, it's dressing gown bare hot. I need to take it off. Take that dressing gown off ASAP. Take it off ASAP. Yeah, chat, we're nearing our entries now, though. MSN ROM works super well. CRT using SMC concepts. I've never actually seen what it is. Let's have a look on YouTube, see if I rate it. Let's have a look, chat. Let's have a look. Bro, why is it? What's this?
This is what happened. Because price does not move that perfectly. This is what it will do.
Holy Mike, fucking hell, Jesus.
Start your analysis from the monthly time frame. Watch and see what is happening on the monthly time frame. this can help you to tell you where market is coming from, where market is heading to. So on the monthly time frame now, this is the new month we are right now. You will see that the previous price action here, you agree with me that market is what? Bullish, right? And this is an OCO level which I'm expecting market to come back to in future. Definitely, maybe, not definitely, maybe. And this should be the target to be making use of, because what? Market is what? Bullish. This is what we just need to do on the monthly time frame, nothing else. You should know where market is going to, or where market is reacting from, or you just know what market is doing. Simple as ABCD. Simple. We are done with monthly time frame. Let's go to the weekly. Start your analysis.
I'm gonna lie, I kind of lost knowledge from that rather than gained. I rated these passion though, but it didn't really teach me jack shit. I was a big hater of trend lines, etc., but finding good ones are beneficial. I don't know. I don't really trade trend lines at all, bro. Morning, Lewis. Is EU going to go in the signals? Yeah, bro. I'll most likely wait for confirmation once we actually get him. Normally, when it's such a big retracement, boys, it is kind of safer to look for lower time frame confirmation. Because if it's got this much, so for example, it will be a 30 pip retracement, which is quite a lot for the London session. So we just want to make sure this isn't a big manipulation move to then sell off. So once we get into this, I'm going to look for lower time frame confirmation on the 1 minute. You guys are going to see me do that. And then hopefully we're going to get into some nice buys. But yeah, you guys will see me get into that and everything. Everyone drop a like on the stream, boys. Let's get 100 likes in here real quick. Let's get 100 likes. How many likes we got in here? How many likes we got in here? 47. Everyone drop a like on the stream, boys. Everyone drop a like on the stream. DTO's the daily true open, bro. Daily true open. Also, using the line charts instead of candles, easier to find support and resistance. Yeah, I don't really use when support turns resistance and shit like that, to be honest, bro. I don't really use that, but fair play. If it works for you, it works for you. I do know a lot of people that actually do make money using that way of trading, so fair play. No shade there. Which pair? This is EU, bro. Euro USD. So a few pairs we're looking at. We're looking at EU, GU, EJ, and GJ. You can see the JPYs are kind of just running right now. If we look at the yen basket, it is. Oh, it's okay, yeah. The yen basket is just dumping off of this fair value gap, boys. Just absolutely dumping, as you can see. So we have got the right direction. Remember, we are looking to sell to this low on the yen basket. So looking for price to continue down to this low from this order block. But yeah, it doesn't look like it's actually going to provide us an entry. But this is what I was saying about UJ. This is why you don't want to trade UJs, because you're trading two weak pairs. The dollar's weak and the yen's weak as well. So it doesn't make any sense trading it. AU's definitely the closest to actually tapping in now. Yeah, just about 10 pips to go. So we're really not a million miles away, boys, on EU. We're really not. Just got to have a little bit of patience. Let that tap in. And let's try and make some dough. What pair? This is Euro USD, brother. So if Euro GBP is stronger. So if Euro GBP is bearish, the Euro will be stronger. Nah, bro. That'll be the opposite of that. This is Euro GBP chart, right? So let me quickly explain it. I'll keep it brief, this explanation. Essentially, right? So if you're looking at this chart here and it's bearish, right? And this is Euro GBP. This means you're looking at the actual chart of the Euro. Right, so this is the price of the Euro. So if it's going down, it means the Euro's weaker. If it's going up, it means it's going higher. Whichever is the first currency in the pair is what you're actually looking at. So similar to, for example, chat. See if you're trading Bitcoin, right? You've got the say it's moving down like this. It's basically like this is being Bitcoin, BTC USD, right? So you're looking at the price of a Bitcoin but it's just measured in US dollars. But if it's going down, you're still seeing Bitcoin go down. Same way you could have, for example, Bitcoin. You could have BTC. You could have BTC GBP, which is the price of Bitcoin in pounds. It's still going to be bearish because you're looking at Bitcoin. Right, so it's the same thing. So with this, you're just looking at the price of a Bitcoin in US dollars. Here, you're looking at the price of a Bitcoin in British pounds. Here, you're looking at the price of a euro in British pounds. The only reason we do this, chat, is not like a thing we've put together just for like the sake of trading. No, it's the fact so we can actually see what the price of something is. Because you can't have just a euro on its own. Because €1 is worth €1. So if you had if the chart was euro, then the whole chart would just be like this. Because €1 is always worth €1. But when you compare it to another currency, you can actually get the price of it. So that's all that means. So therefore, if Euro GBP is going down, it means the Euro is getting weaker. If Euro GBP goes up, it means the Euro is getting stronger. Because it's the first one in the pair. So same thing for Bitcoin. If this is going down, it means Bitcoin's going down. Bitcoin's going down. Same if it's going up, it means Bitcoin's going up. So yeah, that's how you should remember it. So essentially, if we go on Euro GBP now, and we can see at the moment it's kind of bearish, that will mean obviously that the Euro is getting weaker. So if we are looking for buyers, we'd rather not be buying the Euro because it's getting weaker. We'd rather be buying the pound. I trade Ilford opening range. Trading degree honoured by Richesse Louis. Come on, brother. Come on, bro. I trade Ilford opening range. Look, like, if you trade Ilford opening range, you want to be very careful. And also, when you're trading Ilford opening range, don't be wearing your watches because it's going to get taken off your wrist. They do use funny names though, like Quasimodo level. Yeah, trust me. Chat, if I missed any comments again, just put them again. Just put them in the chat again. Sell GU into 5-minute equal lows. I'll more be looking at buyers on EUGU, bro. What's your name on Discord, bro? My name on there is Louis, bro. I haven't sent you a message, though. If anyone joins Discord, I will never message you first. People that message you are going to be fake accounts, alright? So, I'll tell you what, Road to Success. Just drop something in the chat. Just put, yo, I'm Road to Success or something in the free chat, and I'll drop you a message, bro. But you just got to be careful because all the fake accounts will try to get at you. I just closed a 5R sell on EU. Nice. Nice, bro. 5R, Jesus. You must have had a pretty tight stop loss. Fair play, though. GU, EU, DTO all line up in OTE area. Hope they all correlate today. Yeah, trust me. Yeah, perfect. We're getting really nice alignment right now. Really nice alignment. But the move has already happened on EU. Lovely rejection from the previous week high. Then back to POI. Short for a 2-to-1. Job done. Fair play if you've already got in and out. I mean, the majority of people in here, not gonna lie, probably haven't actually got in yet. So that's why we're still looking at the trade. But yeah. Gold entry not happening anymore. I'll check gold in a sec, bro. But no, I haven't gotten anything on gold today. I've had nothing on gold. Holy pump on EU yesterday. Bearish pin, bro, on the 1 out. Yeah, trust me, bro. Lou, you ever been skiing? No, I've never been, bro. Never been skiing. What about you? Yeah, holy pump yesterday. 100 pips on a Monday is pretty crazy. I'm really touch and go on Mondays, to be honest, chat. I mean, I took an L yesterday. I don't know if you lot saw that. I risked 1% as well, so I lost like 2 bags yesterday. So we're trying to get that back today. I'll risk 1% on this as well. So if this one does come through, that'll be 3.5, which will be 7k. So if this one wins, it'll put me 5k up for the week. And that'll probably be the majority of my trading done if we can catch that. I'll probably place one more trade throughout the week on half risk, just message you on Discord, bro. Sweet. Sweet, bro. I hit a fat trade on EU yesterday. Yeah, I know, bro. Yeah, you cooked EU. I got cooked, you cooked. Fair play. It happens. It happens. Enjoy your day, lads. Fair play. In UJ Schultz. Yeah, I really don't like UJ. I really don't like UJ. Why are you looking to enter from that FVG, from that candle, not the FVG? Because this is the DTO, bro. It's a premium and discount zone for us. EJ SMT form, not looking for buyers then. Slingshot this year. I would still be looking for buyers, bro, but it's just not really coming down. It's not really showing any intentions to come down. If you look at the yen basket, I do clearly think it's bearish. I do think this is just going to continue bearish. Again, our external targets here from our order block. This is a 4-hour order block. So 4-hour order block down to our external low is the move we're trying to catch. We're sitting right here. So this is really the actual portion of the move that we're trying to capitalize on. See, this is it on the 4-hour. We've got the range here, so we've got the higher the range, lower the range, 50%. See, we just tapped into 50% before we got the sell, and also tapped into this 4-hour order block, which we're selling off from. So we're trying to just take advantage of that if we can. But right now, EUG looks more likely to actually tap him. Lol, guess what I did yesterday with my EU longs? Don't tell me you went break even on them, bro. Don't you dare tell me you went break even on them. Snowboarding all the way. You do seem like the guy that would do snowboarding. Whereabouts do you guys go skiing? Whereabouts do you boys go skiing? I've never been. I defo will go. I want to go this year, to be fair. I'm going to go skiing this year. Austria, yeah, bang him. Chat, if I missed any comments on YouTube or TikTok, just spam them in the chat again. I'm not ignoring anyone. Since 91, fucking hell. You must be unbelievable at skiing then. Check Euro GBP. Yeah, Euro GBP is just kind of bearish right now. It's not really a pair I trade. I just look for it to give me some indication as to what's stronger, EU or GU. And we can see right now it's kind of bearish. So that means just the euro's weaker than the pound right now. In terms of a trade, I wouldn't really even look to trade it, bro. Just not a serious pair. Just got to be a little bit patient while we wait for this to hit, chat. Was like half a pip, so yeah, I set break even. Oh, no way. Bro, my TP was the high. Look how close it came to it. Wait, what high? Wait, it did come to it, surely. You just went break even. Oh, that is so annoying, bro. That's why you don't really want to go break even, man. You want to let your trades play out, especially if they've got quite a high target. Where would you target if you were in gold longs, bro? Can you analyze it? No worries, bro. Let's have a look. If I was in gold longs, I'd be targeting this current London high. I'll be targeting that current London high, bro. Wouldn't look for any crazy targets. If you want a slightly bigger target, I would target this external high. But you want a pretty big stop loss if that's the case. Again, the main thing that we're really looking to do with this is from our internal order block, buy up to our external high. So that's the move that we're really looking at. You can see we're halfway through that move. So we just want the next phase of it to come through now. So I would be looking to potentially target 4858. But if you are doing that, as I said, you want to have quite a big stop loss. Because there's a decent chance we're probably going to retrace or something before actually coming up to that. So yeah, it depends where your stop loss is. If you're in quite a tight trade, your stop loss is like maybe here or something. Then yeah, just aim for the current London high. Have you taken any trades yet? Not yet, bro. EU ratting off the 6-2 fib range after sweep. Wait, a 6-2? Wait, from where, bro? From where? La Clouse's France. Yeah, I would probably go France, to be fair. Your AUD just hit TP on the funded. Lovely, KR. Send your profits into the Discord, bro. Send your profits into the Discord. Does your entry need to tap into London session only, or do you leave it during the US session only? I'll leave it open for the US session, bro, but I'll only enter my trades during the London session. Again, I'm going to drop the link into the chat right now, into the YouTube chat. If you do want to book a call where I can explain anything about my strategy, just click the link there, boys, and you can book a call. Just dropped it in the chat. Again, it's completely free, boys. You just jump on, ask me any questions for 20 minutes, half hour. I'll explain to you what I'm seeing and how I trade my strategies. I know a lot of people are trying to learn the DTO because people just don't know about it. Boys, one thing I'll tell you about the Daily True Open is all the good buys will come below it. All the good sells will come above it. Right, so even if we go on yesterday, for example. Right, if we mark on the 5 AM time, which is our open. Right, this is our Daily True Open. See, all the good sells come above it. Probably these two here. Then all the good buys come below it. So if you're not using a Daily True Open in your trading, you're missing like the most insane trick. It's almost a joke. You need to be looking at the DTO. Again, it just gives you an instant idea as to if you're doing the right thing or not. Yeah, I think my phone's going to die. It is on charge, but it's on 1%. It might die. Chat, if my phone dies, go to my YouTube, Richesse FX. It's on charge, but for some reason I'm still running out of battery. My YouTube is Richesse FX, boys. If my TikTok stream dies. Wait, actually, let me go grab a proper charger. Wait, I'll be back. Give me 2 secs, chat. Give me 2 secs. We're really going to grab a charger. Give me 2 secs, boys. 2 secs. Oh, and it's fucking died, bro. For fuck's sake. Fucking hell. What are the fucking chances of that cunt happening? Seriously, what the cunt is that about? What the actual cunt is that about? In the 10 seconds I actually get my phone charger, my phone dies. What the cunt is that about? Seriously, what the cunt? What the actual cunt is that about? Cunt, 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 you are. Fucking shit phone. Cunt. Fuck you, cunt. Fucking raped my live there. Absolutely cunted my live. Anyway, chat. That was fucking retarded. My phone's literally on charge. Tagged you in Discord profits. Lou mad, never seen it. Not being funny. Don't know how that wouldn't piss me off. Fucking run to go get a charger, come back and my phone's dead. Like, really? It's been on, bear in mind it's been on charge for like the last hour as well. Mate, iPhone are going to pay for the crimes they've done with them chargers. I swear to fucking God. Swear to fucking God, bro. That I like, mate. Oh, fuck Apple. Seriously, fuck Apple. That's what I'm taking away from this. Fuck Apple. Bro, their chargers are fucking shit. How's my phone on charge and still running out of battery, bro? Like, what the fuck's that even about? You actually being serious? How am I running out of battery when my phone's literally on fucking charge? What else do you want me to do? Bro, and the only reason that's... Oh, mate, and I've had, like, fucking so many chargers break as well. It's like they're made of fucking... I don't even know, bruv. I don't even know what they're made of. Made of shit. It's like they're literally made of a little bit of shit. They're made of like little particles of shit, which is why they're so poor. First touching 300 man, then fucking some apples. What is going on? Then fucking some apples. Oh no. I'm talking about Apple the company, not Apple the fucking fruit, alright? Give me 2 seconds, boys. Let me rerun this live. Hopefully we can continue down a little bit. I do think hopefully what we're seeing is some early buyers getting stopped out. What the fuck is this?
Richesse is in Dubai. Richesse is just bacon.
What the fuck is this?
Richesse is in Dubai. Richesse is just baking off of it. Like, he loves to, like, I like Dubai, but Richesse, like, loves Dubai. Like, Dubai is sick. Dubai is sick, but...
Dubai is sick. No, Dubai. Okay, I can actually resume my live. Apparently all you man are actually still here. Holy. My phone died and it just paused the live. It didn't even take me off live. Jesus. That's mad. Can you go long? I'm waiting a bit first, bro. I wouldn't try and go long just yet. Is HS still relevant? I don't really know, bro. I think Jim Skin's mainly taken over, bro. I'll be real. Jim Skin's the main man now of the UK, I think. HS just lies too much, bro. Like, I get it, he's trying to rage bait and shit, but like, at some point you got to be a little bit honest with your audience, innit? That's what I think, anyway. 3 tankers were said to pass through the Strait of Hormuz on first day of US blockade. Well done, America. Great blockade there. Great blockade. Right, let me get the news up, boys. Let me see what's happening in the news right now. What do you think of the trade, bro? Well, of this buyer, yeah, I like the look of buyers for sure, bro. I like the look of buyers. Bro, I was about to shit on you for Arsenal losing, then Man United goes and ruins it for me. Man, not gonna lie, that's even better for us as well, because that means, realistically, one of Spurs' only chances of staying up was Leeds just capitulating. Spurs are in big, big, big trouble now. I'm not seeing anything about the Strait of Hormuz just yet. UK's MHRA single dose okay, that's... Iran's Shadow Fleet presents challenge to US blockade. European Central Bank, the impact of Middle East war on inflation is not straightforward. Okay, sick. It's 10, I'm out, I'll go to the gym now, see you tomorrow. Sweet, bro, have a good one. We're going to stay on live for another 2 hours. Are we long in EU? Yeah, I'm looking at EU longs, brother. What you saying? What you saying, CL? On Discord? Have a look what I sent you later on Discord. Sweet, bro. What do you think of KSI? Fucking hell. Yeah, no, KSI is jokes. KSI is jokes. Obviously, he's a bit washed now, isn't he? But back in the day, KSI used to be fucking hilarious. Don't know why he actually bothered to box. He should have never started boxing now. I don't know why he wasted his time doing that. He was always terrible. I was going to say he was never any good. That's actually been way too kind. He was always, like, absolutely terrible at boxing. Just shows how shit Logan Paul was. They actually beat him. I'll give you the love for slopes. Now that sounds a little bit weird. The love of slopes. Oh, the one I put in the profits chat. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at some of the profit people are making today, boys. Lovely. You can see people in the Discord, boys. Phase 2 passed. Lovely. First trade in 2 weeks. Dub. What's this? Oh, another trade there. Does this guy actually think anyone fucking believes him? Lovely. What was that? Was that oh EA? Yeah, lovely. Yeah, so that's a perfect ALG trade right there, boys. You can see we swept the Asia high. This box is the Asia high. Swept the Asia high. Had our confirmation, and then got in the trade. Lovely. Lovely trade. Yeah, I'm going to be staying up to date on the news though, boys. We're going to be staying locked in. Oh, mate, hopefully we can get an entry. It's looking a little bit unlikely now. Just looking at the M basket now. Just thinking. Just filled this imbalance here on a 5 minute. Let's see how we close on this imbalance. We might have to sort of reassess where we're at. See how we react off this 15-minute imbalance. Heart rate stays below 100. You know it's a good day when there's no drawdown trade. Yeah, trust me. No drawdown's the fucking one, mate. Right, yeah, it is looking like we are going to... We've got 7 minutes left, so we'll see. But what I'm essentially looking at, boys, is if we can really look to trade this next leg from here to here, rather than trading this previous leg. So obviously the previous leg is here to here. So we need quite a big retracement for a move. I want to see by the JPY if we can just look to trade off this leg, which means we're going to get a trade pretty soon. Let's have a look quickly. We have inverted this fair value gap as well. Trying to see if we got a cheeky one. In terms of a target though, the only thing is obviously there's no... Oh, there actually is. My bad. There actually is targets. If we're looking for a target on the higher time frame, obviously these are highs from like 2008, so it doesn't really matter, to be quite honest with you. How far away is this? 41 pips. Yeah, that's enough. So I'd really aim for this high here. You can see it's from absolutely ages ago, so it's just the next real relevant high, and then obviously we've got all-time highs up here. But that would really be my target, is that last high. I'm just trying to see if we could potentially get into that. If we could potentially get into that right here. This is a very risky trade, don't get me wrong. But I'm essentially just looking at if the yen basket wants to continue off of this range here, rather than wanting to come all the way back up to here before selling off. And right now, by the looks of how the market's playing out, we've had obviously had a break of structure here to the downside. and we've also starting to fill this fair value gap here. It's telling me that we are actually willing to continue from here. So I'm just going to wait for this 15-minute candle to close. And if we do manage to close similarly to this, which would show that we are still bearish, then I'll be looking to get into GJ ASAP. Yeah, I agree. I meant snowballed in the slopes. Wow. Okay. Fair, but he is a good example of where you can put your mind to and lock in. You can do anything. Yeah, I do think KSI is calm. I rate KSI. It's 10. I'm out. Alright, sweet. I'm aiming for prior week low on UJ. Might have to rethink my analysis. I mean, that's fair enough, bro. The main thing is you're actually trading against the dollar, which is a massively, massively weak currency right now. So that's why it doesn't really make sense, because the dollar's weak and the yen's weak. So that's two bearish currencies. So it's going to be hard to actually catch sells. Whereas you got the euro and the pound are both quite strong, and then the yen's weak. So it's going to be a lot easier to trade to the upside with these strong pairs. So that's why I think EJ and GJ are really the ones to go with. Random question. Say trend is bullish 4 hour, 30 minute, 15 minute. But then approaching a daily bearish order block. Would you buy or sell? I'm assuming that's going to be. I would still be looking to buy. I would still definitely be looking to buy. Still be looking to buy. A former student shot at a high school in southeast Turkey on Tuesday, injuring at least 16 people before taking his own life. Jesus. We've got 3 minutes left, boys, until this 15-minute close, and then we're going to sort of see where we're at. Spain has officially launched a major plan to regularize undocumented migrants. Russia's oil revenue surges as sanction relief eases during war in Iran. Yeah, once we get confirmation, Kims, then I'll swap. But until then, I'll just keep the same. 150 man in here, boys. Everyone drop a like on the stream. If you boys are trading any other pairs, let me know, man. Let me know. But yeah, so this is really the order block that we're reacting off of. On the 15-minute, you can see we've got this 15-minute order block here, which we've wicked into. Also filled this fair value gap. Here, we filled that. So yeah, we're really just looking for, again, I'll show you on the 5-minute the order block. So that's the order block right here. It's that order block right there, which we're tapping into. So we're just looking for a continuation of that move there. The M basket is looking like it doesn't really need to return any higher up into this fair value gap. Looks like it's happy with that, and it's now just going to distribute lower. If we look at the 30-minute time frame, we come into 50%. I don't think we come into 50% is the only thing. We haven't, but we have had pretty clear rejection. We've had 3 wicks rejected, a nice close below previous lows. Morning, Lou. How's it going? It's all good, bro. How you doing? Oh, I'm all good, bro. I'm all good. I'm all good. Been in Euro AUD sell since 8. Looking decent so far. Nice. Yeah, a lot of people's been trading Euro AUD. Well, not a lot, but a few people have been trading it that I've seen. We saw the ALG trade earlier. Where are you looking to close out, bro? Are you looking to close out at the Asia low? Came very close to it, to be fair. But yeah, this is a typical ALG trade for us. So you can see we swept out the Asia high here. Wait for your confirmation and then sell down to the Asia low. Simple as that. So if you did get in that, fair play, brother. Fair play, bro. make sure we're getting a discount entry on the 1 minute. You can see we are just about in the discount now. Found this new site called Financial Juice. Check it out, bro. It's actually pretty good. Yeah, I either use Financial Juice or First Skulk, bro. Or just Pick Sweet if you want it all in one place. Hi, what is the correlation between JPY crosses and the yen basket index? So the yen basket index is the yen basket on its own. So essentially, if the yen basket goes up, then the pairs against it go down and vice versa. So if this is going down, that means GJ and EJ is going to most likely trade up. So if this goes down, the yen basket goes down, EJ, GJ are going to be bullish. So this is just the yen basket on its own. So this is essentially the yen compared to everything. Compared to the US dollar, the pound, the euro, the Aussie dollar, the New Zealand dollar, the Swiss franc. To basically give you an overview of the yen price. So obviously this is the yen. We've said that it's bearish. If the yen is bearish, that means that the pound and euro are going to get strength over it. So GJ... If we're looking at this, GJ, if the yen's weaker, that means the pound is going to be stronger than it by comparison. So therefore we want to buy GJ, which is obviously what we're looking to do here. Yeah, we are nicely in the discount, really. Yeah, I found Pick Sweet bugs for me a bit. This is much cleaner, personal preference. Yeah, fair play, bro. Fair play. Yeah, bro, Asian low, nice. Thanks. I'm in CAD JPY long since London Open. Nice, bro. Yeah, we are looking for that same sort of direction as you. We're mainly looking at GJ, EJ, though. So we're still really waiting for that entry to come through. Pretty decent RR on this one, though, boys. Bearing in mind, the thing is with the yen basket, we are at all-time lows right now. This is the yen basket on the monthly. So you can see, we are in such a heavy downtrend. And we're currently all the way down here at pretty much all-time lows. So there's not really much for us to aim for, but we can obviously gauge that the currency is really weak. Hopefully this doesn't run away from us too badly. Hopefully it doesn't run away from us too badly. Buy now on GJ. Yeah, man, I prefer to set limits than get in live. Because if you get in live, you normally get a shitter entry. But fair play. Fair play if you're getting in now. What you saying, Joe? I'm all good, bro. Yeah, chat. Everyone drop a like on the stream, man. Let's get 100 likes in this YouTube stream real quick. We're trying to get 300 man in the live by the next 2-3 weeks. We've already hit like 180 today. We're on 150 right now. So big up to everyone. If you lot are new around here, I am a full-time trader. I've been full-time trading for about 3-4 years. I trade exclusively the London session and I trade 2 main strategies. DTO reversals and ALG continuations. No. DTO continuations, ALG reversals. I said that completely wrong. Completely wrong. Ignore what I just said, boys. ALG reversals, DTO continuations. So 2 strategies that we trade for all the London sessions. The only session we trade, and it is what has been enabled me to trade full time for the last 3-4 years, has been these 2 exact strategies. That's what we're trading on live. We're mainly focused on trading Euro USD and GBP USD. But we also look at yen pairs such as GJ and EJ. And today, GJ and EJ is looking a little bit more likely to actually give us an entry. We still like the look of EU-GU buys, but it's a little bit too strong to actually get in. You can see the dollar's really struggling to actually push up into our level. And right now, it's kind of just dumping. So, Yeah, we're waiting on EJGJ to give us really our main entries. Oh, chat, this is not looking good. This is not looking good, boys. I think this is going to run without us. Again, we're about 15 odd pips away from this limit already, man. The pace on this one is, like, honestly insane. Insane. 18 minutes, this ran 20 pips. It's just ridiculously fast. We can't really do much else than that. I mean, we actually was looking to get into this at this point here. I think it was after this candle here. Was when we was actually looking to get in. You can see since we've actually looked to get in, prices just ran. So we're getting the direction perfect. We're just not getting the entry. Which, again, we just got to be a little bit disciplined, set our levels, and just wait for it to come through. Come on, boys. Don't just run. Please don't just run, JPY. Please, for the love of all that is fuck, do not run. For the love of all that is fucking holy, do not just run. Please don't just run. Give us a tap in. EJ long targets. I'm currently in buys. I'd definitely be looking for buys as well, bro. I'd target all-time highs. With the GJ, did you take it? Did it take out the Asian low, or are you using DTO? DTO, bro. This is gone. This is gone. This is gone, boys. We're not getting an entry on this. This is absolutely running. Absolutely running. We're not going to get an entry, boys, unfortunately. As you can see, prices ran a near enough 30 pips to the upside since we've set our limit. So I don't think we're going to be getting an entry, boys. Really, really annoying that is. Really is. It really, really is frustrating. We waited for the end of this 15-minute candle for our entry, set our limit, and then, as you can see, boys, just absolutely dumping. Nothing stopping it, just pure dump. Which is obviously means that GJ's pumping. I'm not going to change my limit just yet. But it would be a good idea to really, if you are buying, you just want to be chasing this, I'll be real. You don't want to chase it, but to a degree, we are going to have to be moving up our order blocks and stuff, because I don't think it's going to come down this low anymore. If we look at the actual range, this is very, very, very low down now. Very low down. It's going to be really tricky to come all the way back down. I'll set my limits. We can be hopeful that it does come back down, but it's going to be very, very, very difficult now, chat, to get a buy on this. Very difficult. Again, no, chat, I do trade the London session every day. I have done for the last 5-6 years. And it is purely what's made me profitable. So I do know exactly how to handle the London session. So if you man are here, boys, we're going to be handling it as best we can. Can I go long for EU? You can, bro, but I don't think it's really an optimal point. I do think we're going to go up, but it's just a matter of where you're going to actually put your stop loss and TP and how you're going to get good RR from the trade. If I missed any comments, boys, just put them in again. You're not looking to get an EU. EU's just run, bro. It's not come anywhere near our limit. It's not come anywhere near our limit. You can see it's really struggling to actually push back down to here to then go higher. You can see we're just moving to the upside right now. So we are finding it very, very difficult, really. And that just shows the strength of the euro right now. What's actually causing this type of movement is the GBP strong right now. Nah, bro, it's not really overly strong. I mean, it is strong. It is strong, kind of. But the main thing that's causing it is the holy yen basket. What the fuck? Okay, then. Fucking hell, okay then. Fucking hell, okay. Shit, boy. Crazy candle right there from the yen. Let me update the news, see what that was actually caused by. Not seeing anything just yet. BMW news, that's not really anything important. BMW Q1 deliveries down 3.5%. Q1 BEV sales down to 20%. Q1 sales of BMW and Mini brands in Europe is up 3%. And in the US is down 4%. Okay. Alright, well that was pretty crazy. Halo, what are you saying, Kelza? That wasn't the DXY, was it? No, that was just a JPY move. That was just a JPY move. Oh. Okay, I'm going to try and actually get into this now, but it's going to be a little bit difficult after that. Holy shit. Right, let's try and get an entry now, because that's realistically exactly what we was looking for. Let's wait for an entry, chat. Yo, enter GJ, enter GJ. I'm waiting quickly, boys. I'll be real. So that's a bit booky. I'm not gonna enter just yet. I'm not gonna enter just yet. I want to wait for like at least a bullish candle to form or something. Let me just we draw on that older block on the 15 that we was looking at. I'd have my TP in the same place. I want to have my stop loss below this order block now, though. What happened? I'm not getting any news of what's happened yet, boys. I'm not seeing anything in the news. Nothing in the news just yet. Iran's President Pezeshkian to France's Macron. US lack of goodwill and maximalist positions prevented finalisation of an agreement in Islamabad. Oh, US lack of goodwill. They're basically saying that US asked for too much, chat. Right, chat, it's getting real though, boys. It's getting real. It's getting real. It's actually yeah, we obviously got a lot of volume down here. We are bouncing off of the POC right now of the current range. You thinking it's an SMT forming on the hourly? Let's have a look at the yen basket again just to make sure. And we've inverted this fair value gap now, so we may, to be fair, even return to this 30 min. That's good though, that's what we wanted. We actually wanted this to return up, so it's nothing too concerning. We're still going to be looking for sells. We just want to make sure we're positioned ourselves perfectly for them sells, not just jumping in too quick. Could have realistically jumped in this JPY already, but as I said, boys, we want to make sure we're positioned nice and smartly. There's going to be a lot of FOMO. A lot of people aren't going to want to really enter during that, so let's... Yeah, the pound did just have a bit of a spike as well. It's looking like it's going to... Well, it's looking like it's going to continue into that fair value gap. Pounds, GBP seems stronger. GU makes a new high while EU didn't. Yeah, it is, bruv. Check EG, we can see that for sure. Everyone drop a like on the stream, boys. WTF is going on. Trust me, bro. It's heating up, but this is what we want. So it looks like this is going to fill this. Rest of this fair value gap, and then we're going to get the sell-off. So this is the 7 a.m. distribution candle that we're filling. So really, we want to see the 7 a.m. distribution candle filled on GJ as well. Which is this here. I'd still be looking for buyers. I wouldn't want to fade these buyers. Right, nice. We're nearly filled this. Let's wait till we fill this. This is our main POI. Original detail entries on the cards now. For sure, bro. For sure. Defo on the cards now. Even... Still struggling with spotting clean order blocks. Do you mind going through this briefly, please? Yeah, no worries, bro. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to drop a link in the chat for you to book a call. If you want to book a call with me, boys. That is not... Why the fuck? Brush. Is not what I meant to put. I don't know why I had that word copied. What the fuck? There you go, bro. There's a link in the chat right now to book a call. If you do want to book in a call, bro, and I can explain to you all the blocks on the phone. It will take a while for me to explain it on here. But if you book a call, bro, we can just sit down for a little period of time and go through it. But yeah, everyone in the chat, boys, if there is anything you're struggling with, just book a call, man. I can help you out with whatever you need. What pay you watching now? We're watching GJ, bro. UK shorts moved nicely after Turtle Soup. Ended off the 15. Nice, Nick. Nice. Where's your TP, bro? Right, yeah, we have filled this gap now. Filled this gap. Kind of want to see if we close above this. We might even be looking to move into this. Again, we are still sell biased. We just need to be clever with when we're actually getting in. We don't want to get cooked. How's actually Solana doing? Solana's so cooked. See if we get a 1 minute IFEG or something. Bank of Japan may mull growth. View cut on oil prices, people say, from financial growth. Financial juice. Wait. Bank of Japan may mull growth. View cut on high oil prices, people say. I haven't got that on first score. Normally it gets it. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about that. Check GJ ASAP. See if we get a 1 minute inversion. DXY hasn't really reacted to that news at all. Just continuing down. EU and GU continuing up. I'll still wait for a tap on BY on EU, then go long. Fair play. Yeah, chat. One thing you can't do with a London session is rush it. Like, we could have got cooked multiple times on GJ if we was rushing. As I said, I've been trading these London sessions for a very long time. I know exactly how they move. And one thing you can't do is just rush them and chase them. Especially when the market's this volatile, you want at least... Okay, we've got an inversion now. I'm a little bit in two minds right now with these JPYs, to be honest. I'm a little bit in two minds. We are seeing nice rejections now. We fully filled this, to be fair. Got 7 minutes left of the close. Got this 1 minute IFEG entry here. Let's have a look at this. Got to stay disciplined in this one, chat. We've got to stay disciplined. I do like the look of that. Just don't know if it's a little bit tight. That's probably a better idea, to be honest. Just waiting for this candle close. We've got 5 minutes left of the close. Let's see if we can have a decently bearish close. If we close like that, it'll be nice. That'll be sort of my final confirmation to look to short down to this low. Euro JPY as well is getting very close. Another 30-minute balance at DTO and JPY. To be fair, we might as well just hit Euro JPY at this point. Rather than trying to magic catch like an ultra specific GJ trade, we may as well just try and catch the original entry. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you did want to enter that, you can, but just for me personally, might as well just go for this hourly order block. We can't see your pair on screen. Can you zoom out a bit? Give me two. So it'll be on screen in a sec, bro. This is GBP JPY right now. I'm live on YouTube. If you do want to see my whole screen, you can go to my YouTube channel, boys. I'm live on YouTube right now. So, yeah. Might as well hold for our initial limit, boys. I'll be honest. No point trying to catch a stupid trade. But yeah, boys. Richesse FX on YouTube if you're trying to see the full screen. Where's your stop loss on EJ and what's the reason for it? My stop loss is just on the current Asia low, bro. If we want to come for the Asia low, that means we're going for liquidity rather than just distributing. So, 30-minute imbalance by the DTO. Want to see how this closes. Really want to see how this closes. Again, I'm going to drop a link in the call to book a call. If you do want to book in a call with me, do it ASAP before all the good times get booked up, boys. I'm free to jump on any time this week. Just go through anything you boys want going through. Again, I do trade these strategies day in, day out. This is what I'm going to stick to, boys. I'll be real. Again, we don't want to be chasing it. Make pound reserve currency again. Man, not gonna lie, the dollar are just... America are just asking for everyone to fuck them off. I swear to God, they actually are asking for it. What are Trump's approval ratings? They can't be more than fucking 30%, surely. Oh, this is ages ago. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Oh, right, yeah. His approval ratings. So his approval ratings lower than Biden and lower than his first term. Jesus, so no one's rating Trump. Bro, what does PPI News do? Well, it's only really going to affect the dollar, bro. So your main thing is you just want to avoid trading dollar pairs at 1:30 today. Why is the screen dark? I don't think it is, bro. Bro, any news? Only news at 1:30, brother. News at 1:30. Got news at 1:30. That's about it. News at 1:30. Other than that, we're pretty good. But yeah, chat. We do trade the London session every single day on live. If you are new here. If you are trying to get funded with a prop firm as well, boys, and you want a nice little discount, go to Alpha Capital Group and use the code Richesse. It'll get you a nice % off of your next challenge. It'll get you 15% off your next challenge. And I'll also put you into the premium of our Discord. We've got one of the biggest Discords in the UK for trading, boys. We've got 9,000 people in there. No bots, all real people, all from similar area, similar age, all trying to trade. So we do really have one of the biggest comms in the UK. So everyone, boys, if you're in this live, drop a dub in the chat. Make sure you drop a follow. Make sure you drop a like. Stay in touch with the live. Live every single day, trading the London session, boys. I've been doing this shit full time for about 3 or 4 years now. So I know exactly how the London session moves. Exactly how you need to trade it in order to become profitable. And it's definitely the easiest session to trade by far. By far. Come on, boys. Can you give me an idea on gold? I'll be looking for gold buys, bro. I'll be looking for buys on gold. I've been bullish on gold for a while. My main idea has been, as we said, this is when we had this liquidity generated on Wednesday and Thursday. And Friday, to be fair. I was looking at this right here. So this is still the sort of the idea that we are looking at. You may be obviously a bit late to the original entry. Well, you are late to the original entry, but you'd still look for that to continue. So I'd still look for buys up to this high on gold. Yeah, DXY, as you can see. Oh, to be fair, we are coming up again a little bit on the DXY. A little bit of indecision now on the DXY. Didn't actually end up breaking that low. See, the pound obviously did end up breaking the high, showing that the pound is definitely quite strong this morning. Did anyone get in on the smaller entries? Obviously the 1 minute IFEG entry would have been here. I'll show you. The 1 minute IFEG entry would have been tapped in there. Stop loss was 5 pips. And then looking to TP at this high here. You could even aim for here, to be fair. So let me know if anyone's in this one here, this lower time frame entry. I personally am just going to be waiting for this hourly level to hit. We're really not far off now either. We're less than 10 pips away now, boys. So we are within touching distance of this order block now. Let me know if anyone's looking at any other pairs, boys. I can have a look for you. The main pairs we are trading here is EU, GU, EJ and GJ, boys. If anyone's trying to get in any other positions, let me know, man. I had my DTO marked out incorrectly. Would you mind remarking it with some small reason, bro? DTO's 5 AM, bro. 5 AM opening time. Can't get much simpler than that. 5 AM London time. Mark that on. That is your daily true open. Doesn't get any simpler than that, bro. Can't get it wrong. Cannot get it wrong. Go to 5 AM in the chart. Go to the start of the candle at 5 AM and click the button. 5 AM here. Top of the candle. That's your DTO. It's just a 5 AM opening time, boys. It's whatever the price is at 5 AM. Reason we use 5 AM is because it's 12 o'clock New York time. So it's 12 o'clock midnight for New York. Check gold. I've already checked gold about 50 times, bro. I'm bullish on it, looking for buyers. If you have any ideas on gold, let me know and I can have a look. How do you use it? Bro, well, I'll be real. You're better off just booking in a call with me and I can explain the DTO strat with you. But you want to use it to buy off of or sell off of. As all the best buyers are going to come from below it. And all the best sells are going to come from above it. Who the fuck's that, man? Right, hang on, I think I've got a delivery. 2 secs, chat. Let me check who that is. Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that? 2 secs, chat. Who the fuck is that on my door? Hell. Bro's hitting Amazon deliveries on foot. What the fuck is that about? Bro's on foot hitting Amazon deliveries, bro. Are you fucking good? But yeah, the main thing about the daily true open is all the best buyers are going to come from below it. All the best sells are going to come from above it. I can explain the actual full strategy around it. on call. It will take me a while on here though, but let me just show you, right? So if we look at yesterday, if we look at all the best buy positions and all the best sell positions, let's mark out all the best sells and all the best buyers, all right? So first of all, the best sells would be this right here. This right here is a good sell. This right here, sell. This right here, right? I'd say really these are the 3 good sell positions from yesterday. If we look at the good buy positions, I'd say this is a good buy position. This is, well, mainly that one's a good buy position and this one. So I'd say really, if you wanted to sell, these 3 would be your points. If you wanted to buy, these 3 would be your points. Now if we mark on the daily true open, you can see the power of the daily true open itself. When we mark on the open time, as you can see, this is the daily true open right here. And as you can see, all the best buys come from below the daily true open. And all the best sells come from above the daily true open. So that is an incredibly powerful concept. And as I said, boys, if you do want to book a call with me, we can book in a call. And I can explain it fully on stream or on call to you what the daily true open is and how you can actually work it into a strategy. If you do want to know, if you're watching YouTube, I'm going to drop a link right now into the chat where you can book in a call. If you're watching on TikTok, go to my Instagram, RichesseFX. I'm going to put an Instagram story up now and you can book a call. So if you go RichesseFX on Insta, I'm going to put a link right now for you to book a call if anyone actually wants to have it explained. Had a meeting at work, so I missed a bit, but you're still looking at GJ. Yeah, bro, we're still really looking at the same level on GJ. Still looking at GJ buyers. But yeah, that's my Instagram, boys. I'm actually gonna let me put up something now. Let me put up something now. Let me put up something now. Just so you boys can go to my Instagram and book in a call if you do need. Give me 2 secs, chat. 2 secs, boys. Let me put this Instagram story up. Two secs, chat. Why have they edited Instagram, bro? Why do they do this on Instagram? So annoying. Instagram's so jarring for shit like that. Alright, sweet. That story's off my Instagram, boys. It'll load real quick. Alright, sweet. Right. No way that fucking 1 minute entry is actually playing out. Are you joking? That 1 minute entry is actually playing out. If you did get in that chat, I really would aim for a small target. I'm still holding out for my bigger entry here. Oh, mate, I should have got in that. Fuck. To be fair, though, chat, if you're chasing the market like this, you're going to take way more L's than you ever will dubs anyway. So I'm not really annoyed that I missed out on this trade. We did have it marked on stream, but as I said, there was a few trades we had marked, and I'm just really sticking to my original position here. So I'm not really too bothered. I need to see. Yeah, you can see DXY just shooting down, man. Yeah, I don't think DXY is going to come up at this point. It's way too bearish. It's just absolutely shooting down. So it's going to be hard to get any GU buys at this point. I think GJ and EJ is definitely the one. It's definitely been a an elusive one, to say the fucking least. Been trying to catch this for the longest time. Again, hopefully there's some early buyers that have actually put their stop losses here. Oh, don't you dare say we've missed it. Don't you dare, chat. Don't we dare. If it comes after 11 and you're not taking it, I potentially still will be, bro. EUG, I'll stick to 11. JPY is a little bit different. Why is my screen so dark on TikTok? But yeah, chat, go to Instagram if you are trying to book in a call, man. Gold kind of going to get liquidity from yesterday's low. No, it's got a very long way to go for that, bro. It's got a hell of a lot of a way to come down. You'd need price to absolutely dump to get that to sweep yesterday's low. You'd need, yeah, wow. I don't think that's happening, bro, to be honest with you. Unless we get some crazy, insane news come out, price isn't going to move down 13,000 points. It's just not going to happen. Oh. Hoping this comes down again, chat. I really am. Really am hoping this comes down again. Oh, just don't do it. Don't do it. If this 1 minute entry plays, boys, I'm going to be so pissed off. Oh, it's going to play. It's going to play. You fucker. You absolute fucker. It's going to play out, chat. Would have been a, what, 10 to 1, 20 to 1? This shit's going to play out. That 1 minute entry is going to play out, isn't it? I'm not in that 1 minute, by the way, chat. Yeah, it's about a 15 to 1. It's currently running up 2.5 hour profit right now. I really hope that it can come down. Really do. I do not want this to play out whatsoever. Sounds a bit counterproductive, but I'm in GJ longs and UJ shorts. Fair play. I mean, the dollar is really weak, which that does make sense. What's your plan on Bitcoin? I'll be bearish on Bitcoin till the end of the year. I've been saying this for ages and ages now. Ages and ages I've been saying this. I said literally to the day when we was going to make the top. You can go back to my live stream on this day. On Monday, the 6th of October 2025. I said this is going to be the Bitcoin top. And then we're going to see it bottom out basically at the start of October. Sorry, the start of November. Start of November 2026 is when we're going to start to see Bitcoin push up. Until then, it's going to be bearish. So you don't want to be buying. This is going to be the exact day where we'll push up. As I said, Bitcoin's very easy to call. This was very easy to call the exact top. The exact bottom of Bitcoin will be on the first day of November. Yeah, so it will be here. Will be the Bitcoin bottom. So I would not be looking to buy until this day. And yeah, I'm pretty confident on that as well. I don't think anything's stopping that from coming through. Waiting for the same on GJ, but we can't enter all the trades prematurely. Still praying on GJ's downfall. Yeah, me too, bro. Me too. I mean, it's one of those. It would have been really nice to get into that GJ from that 5 minute, but like you said, bro, we can't afford to get in all of them. We're better off just setting a limit and waiting. Hopefully this can stop out and we don't get too badly fucked over by it. But yeah, we'll wait and see. I still do like this this original limit that we have. So we may as well just wait for that to actually be tapped into. No point chasing them. There's no point chasing all these trades, boys. It is annoying. EU. Why is everyone spamming EU? What are you seeing on EU, bro? Sort of not really doing anything right now. It's just accumulating. So we've had the initial push, and now we've had an accumulation. We need it to push down and then go higher again. We need an actual retracement. We need a push, then a retracement, and then we can actually get in off the DTO. What we don't want is a push, and then price just stagger sideways. It's not actually retracing. It's basically at the same point it was when it made the high. So yeah, we need it to push down before we get in buys. Again, my buy limit would be along the daily true open. Again, it's at this order block here. If we can push down to the daily true open, I'll be looking to buy. If not, then I'd leave this one alone. Yeah, this GJ is completely gone. Completely gone. This GJ is not coming back down. How do you use fib? Can you show, please? I either use the OTE or the OTS of the fib. So the OTE is the optimal trade entry. So if we draw it from the lower the range to the higher the range, this is the OTE, which is the optimal trade entry. So your best buyers of the range is going to come from this area here. This is your high, this is your low, and this is your OTE. So that's really where you want to be buying. You can see this is where our entries sort of are, that lower time frame entry and that higher time frame one. And then obviously the OTS as well, which is just the 50%, just to give you an equilibrium. Yeah, bit of a slow week so far, really, for me, to be honest. Senior diplomats to hold video call on Wednesday ahead of a leaders' meeting on Strait of Hormuz. 2 European diplomats. Bro, I think we should just, mate, we shouldn't do shit. Shouldn't touch it. Let Trump deal with it. That's what I would do. If Starmer's got anything about him, he would say, Trump, fuck off. Do what you want to do, mate. Trump, do what you want to do. We're not helping you. You can do whatever you want to do. It's Trump's war. He can do it for himself. Trump wants to go to war. Why are we going to go to war with Iran? Why? What have Iran ever done against England? We're going to cost all this money of a country that's already broke to go to war. And bear in mind, Starmer, mate, Trump's already tweeted at you multiple times calling you a bean. I would just say, mate, I'm a bean. Nice, cool. Go to your own war. We'll sit at home. We'll stack up. Let the American economy crash. Their own fault. They voted for Trump twice. Like, that country's so messed up. They actually have the audacity to talk on Europe as well. Like, Europe's not still fucking beautiful. Americans are just cope so hard, and Americans are such like propagandalists as well. They've actually convinced all their people that Europe's horrible. You go out to London. London is nicer than every single city in America by far. There's not a single city in America that even comes close to London. New York to be fair. I'll take that back. New York is close to London, but London's massively better. London's miles better than New York, but it's close compared to all the other American cities. And they've actually been propagandized into thinking that everywhere in Europe's cooked. I'm new to trading, and it's good to know there are like 1,000 ideas that you can learn. Thanks, buddy. No worries, bro. I'll tell you what, Sarab, I've just dropped a link in the chat right now to book a call. So if you are trying to learn a little bit more about trading, it's completely free for you to book a call. So just book in a call, bro. And ask me whatever you want on the phone, and I can explain that to you fully. I've been a full-time trader for about 4 years now, so... Miami? Oh no, Miami's terrible. Miami's terrible, terrible place. Terrible place. Miami's horrendous. If the devil had a penthouse, it would be in Miami. Again, just being patient with this entry. Where's your GJTP? It'll be real. The next recent high is like from 2008. So really just from there, bro. But so about the 215, 800 mark. But you can just aim for the current London high. If you're getting on the lower time frame, you can aim for the London high if you want. So this trade here even, you could just go like that. Same with this one. Then probably just trail your stops. But yeah, it's mad. Americans have actually like genuinely been psyops into thinking Europe shit. And they'll wake up as well. It's so funny. Americans wake up like of a thing like 5 years late. It's so funny. Like watch Tucker Carlson. All Tucker Carlson does now, right? Tucker Carlson, yeah. All he ever used to do was glaze Trump. Tucker Carlson was paid millions of pounds a year to glaze Trump. That's what he was paid to do. He was paid to glaze Trump and make him win the election. That is what he was paid to do. And now all he does is slate Trump. He's gone from glazing him for a living to now he gets paid to slate Trump and go against Trump. But what does he do now? All he does now is slate Europe. He slates Europe. He says Europe's cooked. He says it's terrible. It's fallen. There's nothing. No freedom of speech. There's nothing. It's right. There's rubbish everywhere. There's robberies. And now he slates Europe. I guarantee you, in 5 years' time, Tucker Carlson will be glazing the life out of Europe. He'll probably live here. He'll probably live here. Well, the illegal immigrants are quite a problem in Western Europe. Yeah, I mean, again, even that chat. Calm down, Brit. America on top. But that's the thing, bro. I don't disagree with you. You guys should be on top. You should be on top. But it's you guys, your people are too easily psyoped by politicians. I've never known a country to be like it. A politician will say something and Americans just get on board with it like that. They'd never question a single thing a politician says. And that's why you get in this situation every 10 years. Every 10 years you go to war with a country that there's not really any need to go to war to. And bear in mind, you never fucking win. No need to go to war in Vietnam, you lose. No need to go to war in Afghanistan, you lose. No need to go into war with Iraq. You kill 2 million innocent people and then essentially lose. It's not like it's ever a good thing. You guys should be on top. You got the money too. You got the people. You got the businesses. You got the best businesses in the world in America. The fastest growing businesses in the world in America. Highest wages in America. America should be thriving, but you never are because of you're too fucking easily influenced by your politicians. And that's all I'm trying to say is a lot of your politicians as well. Another thing they try and say is they try and slate London. London, mate, I heard immigrants flood that place now. Again, that's just psyop, bro. I promise you now, if you go to London, you will fucking love it. You will love it. It's just a psyop, bro. People think, oh, if you go to London, there's immigrants everywhere, you're going to get robbed. It's not the case. It's all just propaganda. It's not the case. It's really not. And as well, another thing people do, there's this one area of London, I can't remember what area people go to, but when they go to like the, I can't remember the area, somewhere in like East London, I'm pretty sure, where it's like, it's known to have like the biggest Bengali community or something like that. And they go there and go, oh my God, this is London, look how many Asian people there are, essentially. It's like, yeah, but that's not central London, is it? It's like me going to like a fucking, some block in LA, where all the Mexicans chill, all the gangsters chill, and going there and recording like, oh my God, look, America's just filled with Mexico. It's not. It's not. You're just going to an ultra specific place. If you go to central London, yeah, you will think, fuck me, this place is beautiful. It's one of the best cities. It is the best city in the world. Don't come close. All the best restaurants are there, the best monuments, the most history, the best architecture, the best pints. Well, maybe Dublin, but the best boozers, the best pubs. London's amazing, but a lot of people just get psyoped. There's so much on social media because other countries have got ulterior motives. Don't get me wrong, there's shit we can do better. Definitely shit we can do better, 100%, and there's loads of shit that I'd change, but don't believe everything you see online, boys. Chingford. I mean, Chingford, yeah, that's not really... GU keeps making new highs. Yeah, the pound's very strong and the dollar's really weak, which is just a recipe for that. Again, someone said London's 30% white. Let me just give you lot a bit of a geography lesson for anyone that's not... You actually sound like you're from here, but look, let me give you a geography lesson, yeah? Real quick. Let me know if I'm boring you, chat, and we'll get back to trading, but we're just waiting for something to play out. We're waiting for ideally price to come down here to tag us in. So we're just making the time tick by talking about the world. Let's go to London. Alright, now this is London, right? This whole thing's London. Now, when people say, oh, London's 30% white and shit like this, because you're talking about, like, the outskirts of London. Like, yeah, if you go to Croydon, then it's gonna be that way. If you go to Dagenham or Ilford, yes, it's gonna be like that. If you go Enfield, yes. Like, if you go to Ilford, there's gonna be loads of Asians. Croydon, loads of Africans. Enfield, loads of Turkish. Greenford, loads of Somalians. But that's the outskirts of London. If you go to central London, mate, it's fucking beautiful. Central London's absolutely beautiful. Like, you're not going to get another city like this. I'm telling you. Guys that do the videos and shit, they go to, like, the outskirts of London. They're like, oh my God, look at this. Well, obviously, you go to the outskirts of any fucking city in the world. You go to the outskirts of Dubai and it looks like a shithole. It's like, people are so easily propagandized. Just go to London yourself. See if you get robbed. I guarantee you, if you went to London this weekend, you are not getting robbed. You are just not going to get robbed. Let's go to Chongqing in China. Is that where you're from? Wanted to ask you, you're still vaping. Yeah, bro, I'm still vaping, man. Still vaping. Unfortunately, I should stop, but Cape Town is the same. Outskirts are rough ads. Yeah, facts. Have you taken any trades, bro? Not yet, bro. I was going to take this one on the 1 minute, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to chase it. I just wanted to let my original limit hit, which was at the DTO here. So if this one plays out, it's a little bit annoying because we could have caught it, but I won't be too annoyed at the end of the day. It's how trading is. At the end of the day, you can see what we do works. But yeah, boys. But my point mainly was about how just Americans are taught that Europe's sort of washed. I mean, it's just so stupid what they think. Like, London's like the least washed out of everywhere in Europe. If you had to pick one city that's not washed, it would be London. Like, London compared to every other city in Europe is doing well. Which just shows how... If you asked them which one's doing the worst, they would think it's London. Because of all the shit they hear on the news. Any hiding place in London where you'd recommend going... Any hiding place in London where you would go for dinner that you'd recommend? Hiding place? What do you mean? I don't know if that's a joke. I'm not going to lie, if you go to London and get robbed, that's a skill issue on your behalf. Just don't be so much of a bean. If you walk around on your own with a fat Rolex on, what do you think's going to happen, bro? It's the same anywhere in the world. Like... I think if you go anywhere in America with a fat kettle on your own, you're not going to get robbed. Just how shit works, boys. If you're there with your mates, you're going to be fine. You're not going to get robbed. It's just a pure skill issue. Oh. Oh, a place that not appears in every guide. I don't know. My favourite restaurant in London is probably Dishoom. It's the Indian restaurant. It's banging. Banging, banging, banging. Dishoom's my favourite place in London. It is a little bit known, but... Wait, let me actually have a look. Let me see if how bait it is. If it doesn't come up in the top 10, then yeah, it's based. Okay, the McDonald's... Oh, Dishoom. Okay, it's number 1. Okay. The McDonald's of Indian food. What? How? Okay, well, it's number 1. But Dishoom's unbelievable. It's my favourite place in London. Thing is, it's hard to have like an underground place in London because it just spreads like wildfire. There's places near me which are banging, but I'm in Essex, which is like, if you look at London, this is London here, yeah. I am here. I'm here basically. So around me, there's loads of hidden gems, but in Central, it's fucking hard to find any good hidden gems. Good thing about London though is it's so big. A lot of cities in Europe, it's really, really just like a centre. Like Amsterdam's just a centre. But with London, you got like north, south, east, west. And when we say East London, boys, don't go to fucking Ilford. Do you know what I mean? Or Dagenham, or fucking Romford, or Rainham, or Erith. When people say East London being nice, they mean like East Central. Like Canary Wharf, Poplar. I'm going to go all the way out. What about Sheesh? Yeah, Sheesh is bare near me. Yeah, something you got to try, bro. If you're in London, you got to try Indian food, and you got to try, Turkish food as well. Chicken sheesh and rice is a must. You got to get a chicken sheesh and rice, and then you got to have an Indian. The big three of London. I'll be real: Chinese, Indian, Turkish. You need to clean out those 3. That's how I feel with Africa. People got to areas you ain't supposed to go and be like, that's the whole of Africa. Yeah, trust me. Exactly, bro. That's it. Same as London, bro. A lot of it's just propaganda, but Americans are the worst for it, man. America, Coco, Canary Wharf is valid. I've probably been there, bro. I've been like everywhere in Canary Wharf. Any English food you suggest? I really like English food, but I think where English does it the best, I think personally, is pubs. I think the whole English food is nice, but it's not like unbelievably nice. So the good thing about English food is like the whole ambience of it. If you can find like a nice pub, like a really nice pub, old school pub that's been there for like 100 years or whatever, proper old school inside, proper English pub that do decent food. And it's the whole ambience which is good. It looks nice inside. You can get a few pints, good company, and then you have some nice food like a pie or something, like a steak and ale pie or like a roast dinner. That's what you want to go for with English food. You don't want to be fucking around with like fine dining and shit. It's just gonna let you down, in my opinion. I was working in El Salvador pre-Bukele, and man, that was an interesting experience safety-wise. Got a ton of stories from back then. That's crazy. Whereabouts are you actually from, Statch? Pass phase 2 on EJ. Lovely, bro. W. You ever been to Leicester? I've been to Loughborough, not Leicester, bro. Camden market for the tourists? Yeah, trust me. Lithuania on top. We don't have a place where you can't go. Jeez, big up Lithuania. Let's have a look at... Let's have a look at the capital of Lithuania then. Let's see what it's saying. It's bare weird. Why are there so many red buildings here? Well, you can go anywhere in Lithuania. Are you sure? Yo. Why does this look insanely like London? Yo, you got the river running through it. Oh, that's actually crazy. Difference is with London, all of this space would all be used up. This would all be fucking used. Got to put them on the pie mash and liquor and all. Yeah, trust me. Pie mash and liquor is one of those that I feel like if you're not from London or you're not from England, you're just not going to like it. I bear rate it though. I'm from Spain. I've been working in Quito for 1 year. San Salvador 4 years. Medellin 6 months. Now I'm back in Spain. Oh, crazy. That's a good thing with being Spanish though. You can actually work bare different places because of your language. In London, you're a little bit... Well, you can still work different places, I suppose, if you're from London, but... I kid you not, I got robbed by Ocean's Mall and the on-foot patrol looked at me like, why are you walking with your phone? The Farah run, but not for long. Wait, what? Robbed or snatched and how you getting robbed by one person. Farah, the worst part to come. Worst part, come on, bro. On a Farah. I feel like this is South African lingo. I don't really know what these lot are massively talking about. Lithuanian full of women, apparently. Hang on. Hold up. Holy shit, it's so cheap as well. I mean, all the gaffs look kind of shit though. Let's look at the upper end. That's a banging little gaff, that. A load of birds as well. It's not that banging. It actually is banging. It's not that nice though, is it? But look how cheap these yards are. This is like the dearest house I can find, and it's like fucking... Might have to go there if it's full of birds. Might as well. Was worried about my girl, man. She was freaking out and shit. I lagged, bro. I lagged. I said I lagged, you know. The red roof buildings are all from Old Town. The green space you saw is events from the summer old fairs. Where's nice to stay, bro? Where's nice to stay in Lithuania? Where's like the nicest place? Lou, how did you know where Bitcoin would top out? Bitcoin works on time-based cycles, bro. I'll show you what I mean by that. Have I not got another bit? I think I've... So I haven't gone on this chart in about 4 years, as you can see. We know that top as well. I think it might be... Wait. 2 secs. Let me show you how on Bitcoin. Right, so this is how. So the way Bitcoin works, boys, it goes in cycles, right? It purely works in time-based cycles. So from the low to the high, and then the high to the low. Low to the high, high to the low. Low to the high, high to the low. It works in time-based cycles, right? So let me show you how you can know exactly where Bitcoin's going at all times. So the first low to the high, you can see, took 1,065 days. I don't know if you can see that writing. From the low to the high, 1,065 days. And then from the high to the low, 365 days. Low to the high again, 1,065 days. High to the low, 365 days. High to the low, 1,065 days. So then we want this to take 365. How Bitcoin works, it takes 1,065 days to put in the high, and then 365 days to put in the low. So you can see the last three rallies were 1,065 days from low to high, 1,065 days from low to high, and 1,065 days from low to high. So all I did to know the high is I measured 1,065 days from the most recent low, and I knew that was when the high was going to be made to the day. And then again, if you want to know when we're going to reverse, it is always 365 days. So this one, 365 days. This one, 365 days. So this next one is going to be 365 days, which is going to take us to here. And then the high is going to be placed in. The high is going to be placed in on the 1st of September 2029. That's how it works every time. Every time. 1,066 days from the low to the high, 365 from the high to the low. So this is what we're expecting next, is the low here, and then the high here. Thoughts on TGR getting exposed? Man, I'm not going to lie, that streaming thing that he did could not really have gone much worse for him. I think what's kind of worse about the TJR thing is like, yeah, he got exposed for his trading, but the main thing that I think is damaging for him is he kind of looks like he's got no personality. Have you seen him at these events and shit like that? Like, you got to remember, boys, he is a private school kid. And he's not only is he a private school kid, his parents owned the private school. So he went to one of the best private schools in America, which his parents owned. He is just a private school kid. So he doesn't really have the same type of memories or the same relatable things that all us lot have. Yeah, he's a grifter, like we all sort of knew that, but like people look past that anyway. No one actually cares that he's a grifter. Like people are still going to buy his course regardless. But in terms of him growing on socials, I don't know if he's really got the personality for it. He's good on like a stream on his own where he's going, oh, I've lost the trade. Oh. And he's like hype. He's like being all mad when he lost the trade. Like, oh my God, I've lost the trade. And he's funny on TikToks. But when you actually get him with people, he ain't really got the best of personalities. I mean, I still kind of rate him a little bit, but... Fucking... Like, I don't want to be too harsh on him because obviously he's making a load of dough, so fair play to him. But he just seems like he doesn't really have that much personality after when he's not just blatantly on a stream. Like when he's not just on a stream. Plus that one-to-one thing he did with Timmy just didn't really go well. That like. it's just not true as well, boys. You can't become a profitable trader in 1 month. Are you keeping that entry or nah? Yeah, bro. Well, not for this is EU, not for EU. I'm looking at GJ. GJ's the main one I'm looking for. US dollar pairs are gone by now, boys. You can see the dollar's just dumping. We wanted the dollar to return up to this order block, really, and then drop. We didn't really do that. We returned a bit and then just continued dropping. So EU and GU are just flying to the upside right now. I don't think we're going to get entries, but JPY has actually had that drop and a retracement. I want that retracement to continue a little bit more and then get that drop. So I do still think JPY has definitely potential, whether that be Euro JPY or GBP JPY. Oh shit, what was that? Very close to TP, that one. I didn't get in on those lower time frame ones. I should have really, but it is what it is, chat. Everyone drop a like on the stream, man. I'm going to drop a link in the chat to book a call as well if you, man, do want to book in a call, boys. Remember, you can ask me absolutely anything you want. Well, Vinicius is all year round and people will speak English. For summer, we got a city called Palanga next to the sea, but it ain't nobody going to speak English, only Lithuanian. How hot is it in Lithuania? Does it get hot there? Let's just check the temp on that. Let's just check the temp. Is Lithuania hot or cold? Yo, bro, how's it going? It's going good, bro. All good, man. We're mainly waiting for this GBP JPY long to come through. So I'm waiting for... I'm not in this position, by the way, chap. Was considering getting in this one, but I didn't get in. So I am hoping that this can continue down. Tap in here, and then we're going to get the next phase of buy. So it's taken a lot of discipline, boys. If you're in this live, W. Bear in mind, we had 150 man. Well, a little bit more, but we had 150 man in this live. Now we are on 120. So that means 30 people have actually got bored or can't be asked to wait and have discipline and have left. So if you lot are still in here, that means that you have actually got a decent amount of discipline. At least more than 30 people that have actually left the stream. So give yourself a fucking dub for that. Because trading does take a big bit of discipline. So if you've managed to stay for the whole time, there's people that you are clearly more disciplined than. And remember, as long as you're better than your competitors, you're going to make money in the markets, boys. So it can be tedious. But as I said, I've traded the London session full time for about 3-4 years now. And this is just the way you've got to do it. You've got to set your limits and just wait for them to hit. If you're chasing the market, it's going to fuck you over. I'm always here. Come on, Si. Fuck no, we had minus 30 this winter. Okay, I will not be going there then. Summer 20 to 25 considered quite hot, similar to the UK. Oh, fair play. Yeah, same as here, really. It's quite hot here right now, to be fair. $13 It's quite actually warm for us. I will go long from the 1 hour FVG on EU. It's a little bit premature, I'd say. I'm tedious. What do you mean, bro? What about me, Simon? Wait, what? Again, we're not a million miles away, chat. We're just waiting for all these early buyers and sellers to get manipulated. Let's get some tunes on. $13 is warm. Damn, that's cold for me. Nah, that's warm for us, bro. That's warm for us. Where are you from, Hilda? You said about people leaving and trading being tedious, just taking a mic. Oh, yeah, nah, true. You gotta be, bro. You gotta be disciplined in these markets. But yeah, chat. If you got any questions about the way I trade, just let me know in the comments now, man, and I'll happily answer any questions you man have. Yeah, chat. As I said, if you do want to book in a call, man, ask me anything about the way I trade, about my strategy. Just click the link I sent into the chat. Book in a call. But a lot of people booking calls so far, boys. So make sure you book ASAP so you get you the right time. Because once the space is gone, it's gone. I won't be able to do calls forever, boys. As this com grows, I'll probably have to stop doing them for a while. So, boys, lock in now. Learn the way I trade. As I said, it's completely for free to jump on a call with me. What pair is that? Did you see the joke I sent to Maze this morning? Nah, bro. Oh, this is Simon here. Banging little gaff, that is. Oh, look at that. Whereabouts is that, Simon? English geezer. Go on, the boy. Go on, the boy. Slovakia. Wait, what? Oh, Slovakia. Oh, fairs. Yeah, there's loads of places you can go skiing, innit? JPY pair's looking bearish right now. I'm bullish on them, bro, personally. JPY basket needs to come to this DTO and 30-minute imbalance, then we might get an entry. Yeah, definitely, bro. It does look, by the looks of this candle, that we do want to continue up. You can see we're kind of playing a little bit off of this fair value gap here. Off that 1 hour imbalance. We really want it to come up to this 30-minute imbalance here. So just have that little bit move extra. Let's mark on the DTO as well. So 5 AM. Fuck's sake. So this is the point we're actually going to be looking to get in once price reaches this level. Once price pushes up to this DTO level, that's when we're actually be getting in. Sent the joke, money says you laugh. Been all over Europe and a few places in the States. Tahoe is unreal. Yeah, sick, man. I definitely want to go skiing. Definitely want to do that this year for sure. My wife asked if I thought her friend was pretty. Fucking hell. Not going to read that out. Not going to read that out. Oh. What specs, bro, do you recommend for a PC for trading? I'll be real, bro. It doesn't really matter. I don't really know about specs too much. At the end of the day, all you're doing is looking at a chart, so it hasn't got to be crazy powerful. I've got like an IT guy who just made it for me. But yeah, I can't really help you, bro. As long as it's like decently expensive, I'll be real, it'd be sweet. What is a thing you want people to take in? Wait, what is a thing you want people to take in from your live streams? The main thing I want you, man, to take in from my live streams is that this shit is actually possible if you put your mind to it and if you stick to it. There was times when I was learning and I was seriously like so low. Mate, just fucking hated my life, hated what I was doing, thinking, is this shit really possible? Can I actually make it from trading? If you stick to it and actually have a way to go about it, be mentally strong and stick to everything, you will be living such a better life than you're living now. Like, the freedom that awaits you is so much better than the work you put in. The work you put in is so fucking worth it. And it's going to be so worth it in the long term. So just stick to trading. Don't give it up. The reason why winners win and losers lose is because winners exist in a place that losers never get to because they give up. So as long as you don't give up, you will get there and you will be a profitable trader and you will be able to make money from these charts. But if you give up, then you're never going to get there. The only reason people don't is because they give up. So that's what I want you to take from it, is that this shit is really possible. So don't be doubting yourself. Whenever you're watching me, just realise I was in the exact same fucking spot you man was, and I managed to make it work. And because I can manage to make it work means you boys can. Not only is it possible for you boys, but you've also got me to help you through it now. And show you exactly what I did. So this shit is definitely possible. And the life you're going to be living in exactly 12 months from now is going to be a completely different life to what you're living now. And it's going to be so fucking worth it. Lake Tahoe in USA is amazing. That just reminds me of the John Cena thing from like years ago. Does anyone remember that? Holy ball knowledge if you get that. Savina, Italy, Lecce, Australia, Val or Courchevel in France. Yeah, Val Thorens or Courchevel is probably where I'd go, to be fair, bro. I think that's my clean. I think it is my cleaner. She's bare late though. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Yeah, it's my cleaner's here today. I was thinking, who's just let themselves into my house? But it's my cleaner. She's bare late though. Pronounced Chervinia. Oh, yeah. I've been to Javinia and Zermatt 4 times, banging. Look, can you check Bitcoin? I'll be bearish on Bitcoin, brother. Be looking to sell Bitcoin. Bitcoin is bearish for me until the end of really about the end of the year, till Q4. Q4 is when I'll actually be considering to buy Bitcoin. Until then, I'd purely look for sells. I go more time based on Bitcoin. We have gone through that in this live, so if you do want to watch my lives back, boys, on YouTube, they all do stay uploaded. So you can watch the lives back on my YouTube. I'm live on YouTube right now if you're watching on TikTok. Zermatt too dark, wrong side of the sunshine for me. Fair play. We are coming down a little bit now on the dollar pairs. Let's see if we can actually have a MSS to really start a proper retracement. I'll mark out this high here. So if we can break this, we might actually have a proper retracement before getting a decent sell. Nice. Yen basket is continuing to push up, which is what we want. Remember, we do ideally want it to push up a little bit more into this 30-minute imbalance here. Euro USD. I'll be very patient on Euro USD. It's not ready for a trade just yet, bro. We need it to come down a fair bit more first. I know a lot of people are getting on these lower time frame sort of buys on EU. So I'm assuming some people are looking for buys off this order block here. Looking for something like this. I would just be hesitant for that. If you are looking for a scalp position, this would definitely be the one. But I'm more looking for price to actually fully come down on a full retracement and then come higher. But yeah, if you did want to get on a little scalp trade, then this is the one in my opinion. Will be this 5-minute order block here. Stop loss just below the order block and TP at the high. You can see the dollar's coming. This is the equivalent order block for the dollar. See how it plays out again. I'd personally be sticking to my GJ trade. That's the main one I want to come through. We are about 15 pips from this liquidity, 20 pips from our entry. Which area is best for a TP and EU long, please? It'll be the current London high, bro. If you are looking to get in buys right now, it's going to be a bit of a scalp position, so you want to get out the current London high. What are you saying, TM? How you doing, bro? How many likes we got on here, boys? Get 100 likes in this stream real quick. Let's get 100 likes on this stream. We are on 80 likes right now. 20 people haven't dropped a like. Drop a like right now. Drop a like right now if you want good luck in the markets this week. Boys, you need every little tiny bit of good luck that you can get in these markets. And I'm telling you now, if you drop a like on this video, it's going to give you 0.0001% extra chance of hitting TP. And you need all those little tiny bits you can get. So you may as well drop a like to get you that free bit of fucking free buying pressure. But yeah, GJ's the main thing I'm looking at, chat. Does GJ have a correlative pair? Yeah, the yen basket, bro. Yen basket is what we look at for that. So the yen basket here, as you can see, is bearish. So from this order block, this 4-hour order block, to this external low, it is bearish. Therefore, we're looking at sells. And they actually have an inverse relationship. So if we're looking at sells on the yen basket, it means we're looking at buys on the likes of EJ, GJ, and stuff like that. So this is why we're looking at buys on GJ. Well, 8 people actually liked. Whichever 8 people just liked just then, you lot are locked the fuck in. You don't want any help you can get. Big dubs for that. Can you enter a trade on EU today for long? Yeah, bro, you can. I mean, if you're asking me specifically to find you a trade, as I said, this 5 minute here would be your best chance of a trade. If you want to get in right now. Be an entry on this 5 minute order block. Stop loss on the low of it and TP on the current London high. It's about a 2.5 to 1. So if you are looking for a buy straight away on EU, this will be the one right there. Let's get rid of this for now because it's actually not really anywhere near to our entry. W stream, I'm off. Have a good one, Lou. TP hit for today. Stay blessed, everyone. Appreciate you, Trap. Have a good one, brother. What about on gold? I'm bullish on gold, bro. Looking for buys on buys on gold. Again, chat, I'm going to drop a link to book a call. Chat, if you are watching on TikTok and you want to book in a call with me, just so I can explain my strategy a bit to you, how I managed to go full-time with trading, get multiple 6-figure funding, only using 2 strategies and trading 4 hours of the day. Go over to my Instagram, Richesse FX, and there's a link on my story to book a call, boys. My Instagram is Richesse FX. You can book in a call with me and I'll explain to you whatever you need for free. Just trying to help out the con, man. As I said, we really are trying to grow this fucking community on TikTok, on YouTube. The main con, boys, if you're watching on TikTok, is on YouTube. So we are live on YouTube right now. We've got about 130 man in here. If you want to see the full screen, full face cam and everything like that, then go over to the YouTube channel, boys. Got the fucking best com in the game around there. But if you want to book in a call where you want to ask me any questions or anything like that, just directly, then Richesse FX on Insta, and then just go on my story to book a call, man. As I said, if you're watching on YouTube right now, I've dropped a link in there, so you can just click that link and book the call. News on EU is 5:30. It's 1:30 UK time, bro. So I don't know what time that is for you, but yeah, 1:30 for us is PPI. So we do really want to be in and out of any dollar trades by then. which means if you are looking to get an EU, you want it to be kind of a shorter term trade, to be honest. Yo, bro, do you offer any discounts on the lifetime membership? Currently, we do, bro. We are currently doing a deal on lifetime memberships where we're also giving away a funded account as well, Mortals. We're also giving you, as soon as you sign up, the minute you sign up like that, we're going to be giving you a free funded account for you to start trading on as well. So yeah, we're really trying to get anyone who wants to lock in with us. We're trying to fucking make it happen as best we can. I've got pretty good funding. And to be fair, I've got max funding on a few firms. So I've just got accounts to give away, to be honest. So anyone who is looking for lifetime, let me know. Mortals, what's your name on Discord, bro? I can send you a message or I'll drop something in the chat now so you can message me. If you are in the Discord, boys, go to the free chat. I'm going to drop a text just saying, yo, in the free chat. If you want to drop me a message, boys, just click on my name in gold there and drop me a message. Make sure you message me first. I'll never message you first, boys. You've got to click on my name and drop me a message. If someone's messaging you first claiming to be me, then it's a fake account. But yeah, Mortals, let me know what your Discord is. Funded as in past. Fucking hell. Skeezer wants it all, doesn't he? Not a past funded account, bro. I can't trade for you. Can help you out as much as I can, though. Teach you my exact strategies. Buy you your first funded account. Make it as easy as possible for you to actually make it in trading. But what I can't do is pass your account for you. Yeah. But yeah, Nick, man. As I said, we'll buy your first funded. And even if you below that funded as well, we'll actually get you your second one as well. That's for anyone on lifetime. Anyone who's locked in lifetime, we're helping them out as much as we can. Which account size? 25k, bro. 25k with Alpha Capital Group. $25k with ACG. Can I see GBP USF? What's that? Do you mean USD? Or assuming you do. GU again, just very bullish, bro. We do have news at 1:30, so if you're trying to get in buys, I'd make it quick. I'd make sure you get in buys pretty quickly. If you want to just follow through the order flow, what's going on, fill this imbalance here, and then moved higher. So really, you're going to be looking for it to fill this imbalance and move higher again. Kind of already have filled that imbalance, so you're going to have to go off the bottom of the imbalance, 4 pip stop, TP on the higher like that. That's going to be your trade there, most likely. My Discord is MS Dots. Sweet. I can't see it, bro. Can't see your message, MS Dots. Oh, here we go. Right, yeah. Right, I'll just drop you a message back, bro. Goldie going crazy. Holy. Right, it's good for us though, because we are looking at buyers, so we're just at a more discounted price. If we, yeah, we've swept that Asia low now as well. Yeah, I would start looking for buyers ASAP. I would start looking for buyers ASAP on this. Filled that imbalance, swept the Asia low. Yeah, it's looking good for buyers in my opinion, boys. We're looking to buy now. We're looking to target about 4.8, boys, to be honest, 4,800. Yeah, I think buyers now do look very nice. Hope this life won't last forever. Ain't nobody. Check gold. Yeah, we just checked gold, bro. Is anyone looking to get into gold? Yeah, gold is absolutely dumping. How much is discount? As I said, TD, send me a message, brother. Send me a message or booking a call with me, bro, and I can explain it to you all on the phone or over text. What's your Discord, TD? Or as I said, if not, just booking a call, bro. If not, just booking a call, man, and I can explain. I can get you in there on there. Explain everything that's involved, give you your funded and everything. Ended at 64. Fairs. Where's your stop loss, bro? What's the daily and weekly outlook on GU? Bullish, bro, for me. Bullish so far, but we're awaiting a lot of fundamentals coming out of obviously the Iran negotiations, which could potentially come out at any point. So we do really want to be aware of that. That neither trend is going to be overly strong. I mean, overall, the bullish trend does make sense with sort of lessening tensions, lower tensions in the war. But if it comes up that if there's a big strike or anything crazy happens, someone gets bombed or whatever, then we're likely to see this completely dump in the other direction. So, yeah, I'll be very, very aware of that. Your strategy is continuation model. So we've got two strategies, bro. We've got one continuation and one reversal model. So the continuation model is this one here. This is called the DTO strategy, where we let price distribute away, and then we wait for a return to the DTO, and then we enter at the DTO for sells, or vice versa for buyers. Price runs away, come back to the DTO for buyers, like that. And the reversal strategy is the ALG, where we wait for the Asia high to get swept, reverse to the Asia low. Wait for the Asia low to get swept, reverse to the Asia high. So these are our reversal strategies. These are our continuation strategies. Before we enter either of those, we need to have a higher time frame bias, and that'll actually just dictate if we're going to long or short. So the higher time frame bias will basically dictate which one of these we go for. So these are our buy setups here, and these are our short setups here. So once we've got a clear higher time frame bias, say for example on this one a higher time frame bias is bullish, then we're right, cool, we're looking at buyers. So then I'll either look at ALG buyers, Asia low swept, and then buyers to the Asia high, or DTO buyers, where we distribute away from the DTO, tap back in, and then have them buyers. So it really depends on the actual higher time frame bias, which one we actually go for. It's not like we go on the lower time frame and then try and depict, okay, is it this or is it this? Because you're never going to be able to know from the lower time frame. You need to have a higher time frame bias, for example, bullish, and then have your strategies to actually capitalize on that. And then the beauty of that is when the Asia session opens, you're just looking for buyers. So it doesn't matter which one of these actually comes through, you're just looking for buyers. So for example, if price does sweep your Asia low, then you can look for ALG buyers up to here. But if it doesn't sweep your low and it just distributes higher, then you can wait for price to come back to the DTO and then getting buyers there. So whether it sweeps the Asia low or the DTO, either one, you're going to have an entry. So the strategy is have a higher time frame bias and then trade the ALG reversal or DTO continuation in line with that. See, today we're bullish, so the main move that we're looking at, for example, on GJ is a DTO continuation. So we're bullish on GBP JPY. So therefore, we've seen price distribute away from the DTO. DTO being here, by the way, chat. This line here. Price is distributed away from the DTO. We want it to return for continuation buys. Alternatively, had we not distributed away and we'd instead swept the Asia low, then I'd be looking for ALG buys. Either way, I'm still looking for buys. It's just how do we get in? Do we get in off the DTO or do we get in off the ALG? One of the two. Right, my cleaners are here, boys. So I'm going to have to jump off in a sec. But as I said, chat, if you want to learn them strategies actually in depth, the easiest way to do it, as I said, is just to book a call, boys. If you're watching on TikTok right now, there's a link in the chat. Sorry, if you're watching on YouTube right now, there's a link in the chat right now. Just click that link. You can book in a call with me for absolutely free. And I'll just explain my strategies to you in detail. You can ask me whatever questions you want. And I can help you out the best way I can. These are the exact 2 strategies that enable me to trade full time. Start earning 5 figures a month off trading. Travel the world to different places. Have an office in Canary Wharf. Live abroad for a year. Do all these cool things. It's all been down to these 2 strategies. If you're watching on TikTok, there's no link in the chat. But just go to my Instagram. At RichesseFX. And just click, go on my story, and there's a link on my story to book a call, boys. Qatar's Foreign Ministry spokesperson stated that there have been no talks with Iran regarding payments to prevent Iranian attacks on Qatar, and any claims of such discussions are false. I mean, Qatar's like a little fish compared to Iran. Yeah, here we go, yeah. Qatar Foreign Ministry representative states coordination with Pakistan and the US is strong and our requests are being communicated through these routes. Right, so basically trying to work this straight. Ravecoin going crazy at a 5,000% increase. Ravecoin. I haven't traded meme coins in a while, to be fair. They're kind of cooked at the moment. There's literally no volume in meme coins right now. Not gonna lie. White House Cabinet Affairs Director resigns. Alright chat, I'm going to jump off this stream now because I do go live with my mentorship students at 12 o'clock to basically have a review of what we've seen, any trades I've taken, what was the best way to trade it. Basically a review just so these lot are always understanding after every session exactly what's happened and you're never left confused. A lot of traders obviously after a session is played out, they may have taken a loss and just been really confused about it, how they could have done it differently, or they may have missed out on a winning trade that they could have caught. And as you man know, I trade the London session. I trade these 2 strategies, ALG reversals and DTO continuations. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be going through, which of these entries came about and how you could have traded them. And chat, once you get to grips with the Asia high and low and the daily true open, that's all you need to become a profitable trader. Like, you'll pass so many accounts with fucking ease, I'm telling you now. But anyway, chat, with that being said, I'm going to jump on with my members now. If you are, as I said, looking to get in the mentorship or looking to get in the signals or anything like that, just book in a call, as I've said, either in the chat right now or on our Instagram story. Bro, can you have a look at GU? GU's just bullish, bro. We did look for buy opportunities, but it's too strong to actually tap into anything. You can see it didn't come into this limit here. It just flew away. So it's going to be really hard to actually try and trade GU. The pound's really strong. The dollar's really weak, so that's not slowing down for anything. What can Pakistan do in this? To be fair, they're the only Muslim nuclear power, so they do actually have quite a lot to do about it. to be fair. But yeah, chat, I'm going to jump off now. I'm going to jump on with my members. We will be back live at 12:30. So there's 2 of us that do run Richesse. It's me and my best mate both run Richesse. For now, the streams are different. So I'm doing the London session. He's doing the New York session. In 2 weeks' time, we're going to be moving into a new office. A really big, sick, massive fucking office. A pad where we can trade out of and stream out of. So in 2 weeks, the New York streams will be both of us together. But for now, he will be hosting the New York streams. I'll be hosting the London streams. So yeah, boys, if you are looking to get in the New York stream, go to my YouTube, Richesse FX. 12:30, we're going to be live on YouTube again, and we're going to be going through everything, and we're going to be looking to catch some entries. Hopefully, we did miss out on GJ so far, so hopefully GJ actually can provide some entries in New York. I'm pretty confident EU and our JPY, so EJ, GJ, and EU will provide entries in the New York session. So make sure you're all here for the stream, boys. But yeah, everyone, if you're still here, boys, everyone spam dubs in the chat right now so I can see who's still in this live right at the end. But yeah, this is a new time, boys. Let me know if you rated this. I'm going to be going live every day now from 8 AM all the way till 12. Also, free YouTube videos every single day. Oh, every single day? Fuck me, what am I? A walking YouTube video. No, free YouTube videos every single month. But yeah, appreciate all you lot watching. And I will catch you in the next live, boys. 12:30, make sure you're here. I'll be in the comments. Macy's going to be live. I'll be in the comments looking for my trades. Anyone does want to drop me a message, boys, go over to Discord. Go over to Discord. I've just said yo in the chat. Everyone click on my name, drop me a message, and let me know what you want. If you want to jump on a call, if you want info on my signals, mentorship, one-to-ones, whatever it may be, just let me know. Thank you so much for your explanations. No worries, boys. Let me know who's here, boys. W Womble, W Ernest, W Vision. Boys, bear in mind I'm going to be giving away some funded accounts this week. So everyone who stayed here till the end, make sure you drop dubs so I know who's actually stayed here to the end. So when I give away accounts, I know you, man, are the ones that actually deserves it. Big up Cash, big up X2, big up Anis, big up Simon. Big up to all you, man, in the chat. But yeah, TikTok, appreciate you, man, tuning in. And I will catch you in the New York stream, boys. Richesse FX on YouTube, as you can see there. Richesse FX. And yeah, I'll see you over there, boys. Sweet. If you do want anything, if you're watching on TikTok, just drop me a message on TikTok, boys, and I'll reply to you ASAP. But yeah, sweet, everyone. Appreciate you, Anis, Cash, X2. Appreciate all of you, boys. Simon, sweet, everyone. That was a ticky done. Yeah, boys. WTD, W Nick, W Vision, W Ernest, W Womble, W everyone in the chat, W Vision, Statch. Big up to everyone. Everyone drop dubs, boys, so I know to give these funded accounts to. If I see your name with a dub next to it, then I'll know that you're someone who's fucking locked in and you deserve the account. You've been here from the start to the finish. You're not just a slacker. WH2, W Nick, TD, KR Faith, Vision, Ernest, Womble, Nick. I'll keep all of you, man, in mind when I'm giving away those funded accounts. Stanley, W Stanley, WKR. But yeah, boys, Casual, W Casual. I'm going to keep all you, man, in mind when I'm giving away those funded accounts later on in the week. W Nick, W Jordan. Big up to everyone who stayed here till the live, boys. If you haven't yet dropped a like on the vid, everyone drop a like on the vid right now. Just to get to 100 likes. We're on like 92 likes right now. WKR, TD, Nick, H2, Stanley, KR, Casual, Nick, Jordan, Vuvi, Universal, Proteus, Dino, Universal, Quinn, Lee, H2. Big up to everyone, yeah? Appreciate all you lot tuning in, boys. Remember, 12:30, we're going to be back live. I'll see you all there. Big up to you, man, and I'll catch you in the next one, people. Sweet, boys. Sweet, boys.